As long as your 10 o'clock's not an hour away.
Your touch.
So
Okay. You're amazing.
5 minutes out.
So we're good?
We're live.
All right. So thank you everyone for being here. This is the Miami County 2026 Budget Workshop, Day 1. It's August 26, 2025. And we will start with CASA, number 32. So what we will be doing is when we go to each budget or each department, we will talk about it first, see if you have any questions, and then I will read the numbers and the total. So do we have any questions on the CASA? No? Okay, great. So I will start. 1, personal services, $105,894. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For the total budget estimate, $145,770. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other questions? I should say any questions at all. All right. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Great. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt.
All right. Next is 14, assessor's office. Do we have any questions? If we don't, I will start reading. 1, personal services, $63,205. Number 2, supplies, $2,500. Number 3, other services and charges, $3,700. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For a total budget estimate of $69,405.
Motion. Second. Sandy. You add the employee benefits on the bottom for this down there because it's the same as it was on the estimate that it is for total personal services on the
It's
bottom.
because the benefits are paid out of the county, out of the commissioner's fund.
Okay. That's what I just wanted to make
Yep.
sure. Yep.
It's
We're good.
supposed to be like that.
Okay.
Yes, good question.
Okay, so I have them.
Was there any discussion on that we wanted to have, especially with elected officials on encumbrances?
Yeah.
You wanna wait on that?
We approve that. But it's
On
not
bringing that up, or should I?
So we're not going to allow as many.
right.
Yeah, you can do it now if you want.
So I guess I say it with each department. Is that what you're suggesting?
I did not the so we just approved for the CASA for 145,770, and because we approved the employee benefits into that budget, and we just didn't do it for we were going to do it for this one. So I just want to make sure that before we get too deep into this.
Good question. Hold on, let me pull that one back up.
Which insurance are you referencing, Tom?
Right here, FICA, perf, and health insurance.
Yep.
But we added that into the total personal on the last one, and then this one we're not going to because of what you just explained to me. So I just want to make sure
You
we're
are
all set.
correct. It should not be like that.
Yeah.
It'll change your overall number. You are correct.
Yeah.
You had some help with putting these numbers in, so I apologize. There was a lot of confusion.
Just
at
doing my
the
job.
beginning. No, that's what I want you to do. That's exactly what I want you to do, Tom.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I'm going to fix that on mine now, and then we'll do a reprint to all of them. Okay.
Okay, but the total personal services will be the same. It's just
Correct.
got it.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess
So which one is incorrect?
The one
Is it the
one we
CASA?
CASA. Yes.
We haven't approved it yet.
No,
That one we just
Yeah.
we just was that.
We still have a second and a third reading, so we can adjust it on
Right.
the 2nd
Mhm.
reading.
hmm
And I'm changing the number on that now. So, good catch.
And so then with every department, we're just talking about encumbrances. At the end of the year, we need to limit. What we do. We don't want to bring anything down to 0, so we just need to limit our encumbrances. Is that the correct way, council, that for me to say to each department? And that,
Yes.
okay, kind of short and sweet. All right, okay, so we have do I have a motion on this?
Yeah, we didn't.
Okay, and a second,
Second.
okay. If we don't have any further questions, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great. Thank you. I got two more. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I always forget about.
Sales disclosure next.
Yes, 11:31. All right. Any questions on this one? Okay, I'll start reading. 1, personal services, 0. Number 2, supplies, 2,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 1,000. Number 4, capital outlays, 0, for a total budget estimate of $3,000.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Thank you. 1224. And that is reassessment. Any questions on this?
So
Okay.
what's the capital outlay
That is,
that's in here? It just says capital outlay.
right, that is the reassessment contract, which will start again in May of next year. We'll have to do a bidding and everything, probably at the beginning of the year, to pick a vendor for the reassessment contract. So I didn't know how much it could change. So I just increased it 8,800 on here, but we don't know yet. 'Cause
Right.
we don't.
Okay.
I just wanted to.
Is there a reason why it's in the capital outlay and not under a contract or professional services?
That's where the contracts are, because that's where our pictometry contract is and the GI. So that's just where they've always been.
So we don't really know what that reassessment contract's gonna be, is what I'm hearing.
Right. Because we don't know what vendor will be selected and what their quote will be.
Any other questions? Okay, I will start reading. Personal services, 183,387. Number 2, supplies, 700. Number 3, other services and charges, 106,174. Number 4, capital outlays, 167,986, for a total budget estimate of 458,247.
Make a motion, we approve, however, capital outlay we carry over from 2025 until we have a contract.
Okay. Right, do I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions? If not, please vote.
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Are you making a note of that in that?
Yeah, that's on the one under capital outlays for the
Next
130.
is 28.
Rename it reassessment contract so we know what it is.
So before I start reading, do I have any questions?
Where's Troy at?
Yep. Troy and Brad are both off there now, but Adam is with me, so
Yeah, we've got a multi-generational from 20s. I think we skipped 50s, and we've got 20, 30, 40s, and 50s. We have a 60s.
That's great.
So we're pretty well diverse. Kind of gives us a wide range of ideas and takes on things. With Rick Duff, retired earlier this year, had over 30 years as our district conservationist. And just here less than a month ago, we have a new acting district conservationist in the office. With the federal hiring freeze, she is not official, but once that freeze is lifted in October, we hope that she is our permanent district conservationist. And of course, Mary Lou and Gary Horner is our field technician. Going to the next page.
Yeah, we just wanted to put a little bit in there. Of course, we're all about agriculture and soil and water, but wanted you to see that we do have partnerships in invasive species with under the Upper Wabash Invasives Network that involves Miami, Huntington, and Wabash together. It involves DNR, ISDA, Purdue Extension, soil and water people, and lay people who have just a passion for the invasives. And I put our 4 most common in the county. There are pictures of that. So if you're not aware of those, you can become familiar. And once you recognize those and are able to ID them, you will see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course, and then we have lots of education events that we hold. Those are listed on the right-hand side, but the real push on money is on the back page. We have had a DNR layer grant that we remove log jams on those parts of the Deer Creek and Pipe Creek that don't have any taxing dollars on them. And so when there are log jams, we can help people out with those instead of the county taking care of those. We're almost used up, and that will get used up by the end of the year because I have 2 in the works already. So that'll get all used up. And then the box at the bottom there is our big, we have been doing a Conservation Reserve Program, or CRP, contribution agreement, and this is federal work that they have not had enough people for, and they really don't have enough people for now since the new administration. On this agreement, we were doing work in Miami, Grant, Huntington, and Wabash counties because they do not have technicians there in the Soil and Water District. We're able to do those. It has brought in $531,000 to the district. In the chart there, you can see the light green is the money that came in those years, and the dark green is the money that we put back out into Miami County as cover crop cost share program to our agriculture producers. All voluntary, very simple program. We have a limit of 250 acres at $10 to the acre. So 2,500 is a max that each producer can get. Those leftover funds, we know we have more funds than we need. And that is why the board has started in 2025 this county septic replacement cost share program. This would be for any residence owner, no income barrier stipulations or anything. It is simply to be with, if you are replacing the system, not just the tank, not just the finger system, but the entire system. Once that gets approved by the county health department, they bring their paperwork to us. We give them a $2,500 check to help pay for their costs with septic. We have spent 0 on that so far this year. Unfortunately, I feel like some of it may be due with the disarray in the health department and the environmental health department. So it's hard to have success when there's so much turnover in employees. That's easy to understand. So I'm not trying to throw them under the bus. I just think it hasn't come together and it hasn't been fully advertised and it's not being utilized yet. So we're sure hopeful.
Yeah, you still have the program.
Yes,
but,
yeah, we will
okay.
continue to have.
$2,500.
Mhm.
Since nobody's taking advantage of this, say I take advantage of it.
I know where you're going.
Well, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
but so I know my system's, like the old school
If you
system.
haven't replaced in 5 years, you're out of code.
So
Well,
I start with the environmental
You start
health.
with the environmental health. You have to have a septic permit. You have to have a permit, so you have to apply with them. And our paperwork is supposed to be with that permit. so that you can understand and read through our guidelines once you would even get started. We would like to know that when somebody's getting started so that we know how much money we're setting aside. We wouldn't want to run out, of course. So, and this is just simply our money. We would have access to potentially more grants if we use up ours, but we know we want to get the money that we have back out into Miami County. We are not a
Yeah, we're not.
take it
for
all in
Yeah,
organization. So,
So if I spend $20,000, I get 2,500 back.
Yep.
Talk to the current new director.
we have.
Okay.
I have talked to Morgan, and we actually had a meeting less than 2 weeks ago, and we would like to have this winter planning a septic workshop to try to help homeowners know what all that process is, what a tank and septic. We've got speakers in the local area that would be great for that, and we would not be speaking about it. We don't have all that knowledge, but we're the networking people that can organize that. So yes, we're looking at doing a septic workshop this February.
Great.
And open that up to the county, probably have it out at the extension or the fairgrounds in the community building. So
Thank you. Do you have any questions for them?
we do have, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
We do have a new contribution agreement in the works. It's got held up a little bit as well from everything else that's going on in the feds. But they're telling me it is higher up on the ladder. It has been pre-approved. This new agreement would run then 2025 to 2030 and will bring in approximately $650,000, and we'll be doing 6 counties work.
Oh, wow.
So we'd be adding Carroll, Pulaski, Huntington counties. And to do that, we don't have the manpower currently. So we're looking to, once we sign on the dotted line, we have to hire somebody, another technician. And we would ask the county if that were to happen for another $10,000 for another technician. Just like we're doing with Gary Horner, no different. Just be another 10,000, and anything that he earns beyond that, we pay out of our pocket, out of these funds.
Okay.
And that technician is Chris Brown. So you're already familiar with him from the county highway department. He is anxious and ready, but we're still waiting for the dotted line. So
Do you think that'll happen in 2026?
no, I expect it to happen in the next month.
Oh, wow.
I keep asking. So yes, but again, it is not a normal year in that office. So.
So this funding wouldn't start till 26.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this funding wouldn't start till 26. Correct.
So possibly asking for an additional 10,000.
10,000 on the appropriation side, and then on the 282, then we would also be adding in 10,000, which is the exact same thing as what we do with Gary. You guys put in 10, we pay. After yours is out, then we pay the rest of the year. Usually just his goes to about July, and then we start in and pay the rest of his year. And it is just part-time hours.
And so those 2 techs serve the entire area.
For this contribution.
For the
Right.
contribution
Yeah,
agreement.
for
That
the-
is the
yeah.
majority of their
Got it.
work. They do assist on some of our Ag Day events, or other events, education events, and as needed.
So really, this is an additional line item then, is what we should do. in
Well, or
salaries and
you could
wages.
just add it as the conservation technician. It would just cover 2
Yeah.
people. I don't know. That's how you do that.
We try to keep one line per
Okay.
person, so
Okay.
we can easily tally
Yeah.
how many bodies there are in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
we're adding them to both budgets.
Yes. That's what we're asking.
I'm
And
gonna
again,
try to look into it.
if we don't wind up with the extra contract, then
conservation
won't
tech
need it.
would
Thank
be-
you. I got the conservation, can't remember what else you said. And that's 10,000 on each line item, on each budget.
Yes.
So and then deduct. So it's the same amount of money. We're just splitting that into 2
Splitting it.
lines.
So any other questions? Okay.
So
One.
is that correct then, that if you approve it, then that total line would be 67,377?
Yeah,
Yes?
it's still
Is
the
that
same
what we
total.
understand?
We
Yeah.
just add another line so that it shows 3 line items. So there will be 2 line items that say conservation tech.
Right. But it would increase the total by 10,000.
Should I,
Yeah, which is what you've done here already. The budget I have already has the
Oh, it does.
$10,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't realize that.
It's-
Maybe we had
Okay.
30,000.
Okay.
Yeah, it
It's
just
in
all
his
got
line.
slammed. Yeah.
So
Make
you're
sure I have it
you're
right,
what-
20,000
Yeah.
under the Gary, and then the additional tech, 10,000.
No.
correct?
So conservation tech will be $10,000. Another line item for conservation tech will be 10,000.
Okay.
So then
So yeah,
the,
I didn't realize your total had already had that in.
so that's for a new tech.
Yeah.
Chris Brown,
the
Instead
second
of
one.
potentially.
Yeah.
doubling the,
So we need
okay,
a-
that clears that up.
yeah, so we need to change the
Thank you,
twenty
Brad.
twenty-six estimate to 10 for Gary and then add the second person for 10,000.
But my
like
book
Tech
already
1, Tech
has
2.
The
total.
20, yes.
So total personnel for 2026 is already correct in the book, 67,377.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. One, personal services, 67,377. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlays, 0, for a total budget estimate of 67,377.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
Aye.
aye,
Motion carried. Now, next one is 9113.
What is this? 9113?
Yes. And then soil and water grant. Okay, we have that extra 10,000 in there already as well. Do we have any questions before I read it?
Yeah, I would do the same thing with this one, just put
Mhm.
another line item so
That's
that
what I
we're
did.
very clear on that.
Yeah.
I did.
All right, number 1, personal services, 37,000. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For a total of 40,615.
And this is the grant, right? This
Yeah,
does
right,
not.
grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not out of
No.
taxation.
This is the same thing for it's actually 37,000 because the
Yep.
40,615 is with the
On the grants,
benefits.
the benefits are being paid out of the grant on this one, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So we
good
have some
question.
of them, and that's why I said double check, because we have some of them, Tom, that the benefits are paid out of the grant, and some of them that they are not.
Every time I see it, I'm going to say something.
So that's okay, and I'm gonna double check them all again, so, because I thought we had already spot checked them all, but I will go back over them. Yep.
So what is that final number?
Well, no, I think it's correct.
40,615.
On last
Yeah.
year's,
No, yeah,
okay.
the number's right.
Okay. So, I have a
Motion.
second.
second,
Aye, please vote.
Aye.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for all that you do for our
Yeah, thank
community.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to
sorry.
Okay, next is the Lit Economic Development 1112. You have 2 of those. Yeah, yes. So we're looking at the 1112 first.
Let me get there.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I'm gonna remind you.
Thank you. I didn't flip over far enough. All right. Are there any questions on this before I read it? Okay, number 1. Pardon me?
The contribution, it went up. Just because I'm new to this, I just wanted, if it was a pre-agreement or why it went up, 25,000. top left.
What, I'm talking about, I think,
Yeah, so it's been a request from Makita. I don't know, is Jim here? I can't tell you.
yeah,
The
I'm
giant-
behind the
behind you,
It's behind the
TV
big
there.
yeah,
It's not big
Yeah.
enough.
we still
Needs to be like
spotted
a-
you.
Needs to be
Yeah.
like a 200-inch.
Yeah. No, I believe Makita has had a request to increase the contribution to the city and the county.
Yeah, it hasn't been increased since 2017. And since that time, we've had more civil aviation come to Grissom. So more activity. We've had to increase staff. We had to increase salaries for staff
Mhm.
since 2017. So
Okay. Any other questions for Jim since he's front and center? No?
So I know there was some discussion as well. The budget committee kind of met with Jim on a number of things. You want to talk at all about the FBO side, Jim? This has the FBO regional planning.
well, the FBO
in it.
hangar improvements was one thing that we discussed. And again, we're working out of the old Air Force hangar. That is in some need of renovation. We need to re-roof the facility. Plus, our main lobby for corporate aircraft coming in, and we do have corporate folks come in from the different industries, not only in Miami County, but in this region. So restroom facilities, just the overall general customer service area, those kind of things are really,
Dilapidated.
yes,
Mhm.
to say
Very.
the least. As an
Very rough.
example, one bathroom serves not only our employees, but any both men and women that come in on corporate aircraft. So, we need to upgrade those facilities, kind of separate. So we're looking at some extensive type of improvements. The other thing is, if you're familiar with that hangar, the front of it is old glass. I mean, the entire, if you took that wall, pretty much is all glass that you can look out onto the apron. That glass is not formal. I mean, inside during the wintertime, sometimes it gets like 50 degrees or less for our employees or anybody that's in the lounge. So part of that cost would be to redo the windows and doors and stuff in that facility. The other thing that we were kind of talking about was the strategy. And did you mention strategy, Brad? I'm
No,
sorry. Oh, okay.
the FBO, it looks like, yeah, this is where that part of the budget is for the FBO agreement. So I know you talked about needing to do some work out there. This has an increase of $20,000 on the FBO agreement in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the improvements that need to be done, because we can't do those improvements for 20.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
just,
Right.
that's just the increase in the contribution that really, again, the county hasn't increased that since 2017. But we've been working on those things.
Now, for last year, we have the Makita contribution. It was 65,000 estimate. 2024 it was 65,000.
No, that's for Makita, not the FBO.
And here we have
Yeah, here it shows that it was 90 this year.
90.
Yeah, it's 90 this year.
Yeah.
That's for our regular economic development contribution. Not what we're requesting was the 20 for the FBO.
So the 2024 actual was 65,000, and then what was 2025 actual? 90,000.
Mhm.
So
They're
so it
talking
has
about the Makita contribution.
Right.
yeah. So it has gone up since 2017.
Makita's, you have two separate contributions.
I understand.
The Economic Development Authority is one thing. That's what you pay for economic development services for the entire county, is $90,000 a year. the FBO is us running the airport on behalf of the county.
Well, I think the FBO is a completely different thing. I'm not arguing that because that needs to be, that needs to be done. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just talking about the contribution. So 24, it was 65,000 actual, and then 25 was 90,000, and now we're gonna go to 115.
No. No.
That's
That's
what
what's in our
says.
budget sheet.
I
No.
believe we did an additional appropriations. I'm trying to pull that back up here.
No, the
Yeah, that's
FBO,
that's what ours-
Makita's contribution, you guys already increased that.
Mhm.
And so this year was the first year that we received 90,000. We're fine with that.
Okay.
So the
Oh,
only
okay.
thing that we were asking for was the 20,000, because currently you're doing 50,000 for the FBO.
So we have,
We're asking for that to be increased.
So our
to-
sheets,
Our
which
sheet's
I'm
incorrect.
tracking on you now. Our sheet was different with what you were saying. That's what we're showing
Okay.
right now.
we got
Okay,
100
so the Makita contribution is 90,000.
instead of the estimate 115.
Yes.
All right, let me change that.
Sorry, Jim, that's where we were confused.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, you don't get-
You're like, whoa.
Because when
The
you said
FBO
you
is
increased to
completely,
20,000, automatically went to the FBO.
Yeah.
Because you already increased the Makita's contribution this past
You know
year.
why we did not? So our sheet also does not have a contribution for Regional Planning Council, does not have a contribution for Converse Library. Is that correct? Or we should be
I
making,
haven't seen your sheet. I brought what the past seated
Oh.
expenses have
Yeah,
been
they're-
in the past, but
Converse
I
Library
don't
is
think this,
out.
I don't think this is correct either. Because Regional Planning Council, they did not
Yes.
carry anything over.
yeah,
Converse Library did not carry anything over in Area 5.
right. Yeah, those are all,
Those should still be on there, right?
should be, I
Carry
mean, that's
through.
been we don't control necessarily that, but
Right.
the additional expenses that you have had, in addition to Makita's contribution for the 90,000 and then our request for the increase in the FBO is normally you have done to the Regional Planning Council, which has been
That's what I was asking.
28,415.
Mhm.
The county museum, the Converse Library,
Yeah.
the Area 5 guardsmanship,
Yeah.
the YMCA contribution.
Is that still 150,000?
It's gone, isn't it?
It's gone, isn't it now?
Yeah, we paid that. off.
Okay,
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Right,
That one
that's
should be gone,
answer
but
your
the
Yeah.
other,
zero.
And then that's the coalition dues. Yes, the US 31 coalition membership of 2,000.
so this one's way off on this.
So we need to.
So what numbers did you have now, Brian? 'Cause I've
I
got-
don't have any numbers yet.
Okay, so
Yeah, so,
well,
Okay.
I can tell
So
you what
the
has
co-
been in the past.
I
So
have-
the coalition dues should have carried over to 26.
Okay, so I got 2,000,
The regional planning should have carried to 2026.
28,415. That's what I have in
Yep.
mind.
The Converse Library should have carried.
I got. I just didn't make you guys an updated copy because they're all in my sheet.
Okay. And the Area 5 guardianship,
75. We have
Yeah, it should be
7,500.
75.
it should be 7,500.
mhm.
And then we don't have another DoD grant match payment, do we, Jim? That's
No.
That's
No,
yeah.
and
No,
that's
that-
complete too,
That
right?
was done.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I showed too. All right.
So what do you think about on the hangar project? Instead of us just putting in a number, I mean, is there the ability to work through that project to scope it and actually come up with a budget for it instead of just putting a
Well, I've got
Just-
a budget.
Okay.
Steinberger's actually given us a budget.
Okay.
Right now, the two most critical things is the roof and
Yep.
the office renovations with the glass and those kind of things.
Okay. Have you already started chasing down any grants from FAA or
I would
Yeah,
if we
those
could
folks.
be in the NIPIAS. You know, that's the whole
Okay.
thing about us getting into the national plan. I could build a whole new terminal building with FAA money.
Oh well, let's
We're
do
not-
that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're not in the
Okay.
NIPIAS yet.
Yeah, I already
So,
tried that.
We've been working on that for years and years and years. So what I'm asking for right now for your consideration would be enough money to re-roof the hangar so
Okay.
it doesn't leak and then replace the windows and do some improvements on
Okay.
it.
What's the total cost of that?
I you're asking me to remember my. I can send you a copy.
Okay. Yeah, I just
is
don't know
it-
if like the 500 is that more than you need, not enough that you need. Like 500 is an awfully big round number.
I know it is. I can get you a more specific number before the end
Okay.
of today.
So
I
area,
don't have that. right
area
now.
5 guardianship program.
Yeah, it needs to go on there for 7,500.
Said this one's actual for 2025 is 5,000. And it's going to go up.
To 7,500.
7,500.
So it didn't go up last year. It just stayed because we had 5,000 and it was supposed to
Yeah, I
go.
thought so.
That's
So
an
maybe
estimate.
we entered this is entered wrong for this year, 2025, for the Area 5 guardianship for 5,000.
Yeah, the actual should be 7,500 if I'm reading that right.
For 2025.
7,500. That's what I have on mine.
Oh, ours has 5.
Ours says 5.
I did not update you. That's right.
Okay.
And so I've
The
got.
second,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, so yeah, it'd be helpful to get that number. I'd like to plug a real number in there.
Yeah, I
we'll
can
come back.
Just instead
We'll
of
come back to
500.
this one.
And then my second issue with the budget is that this $140,000 from the museum was not what we approved last year. According to the notes, the contribution this year should be $100,000.
That's correct. We've had that meeting, and that's what you guys have to decide on.
Regional planning is, it crosses at 28,415.
Yes.
and that has been the same since the inception of the Regional Planning Council, which has been 10 years. And that's based again, 77 cents per capita based on
Coalition
population.
dues crosses at 2,000.
Yes. That's US 31 is what that
Yeah.
is for. So I feel inadequate until we get an updated sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make a motion to table this budget until we get an updated sheet with all the right numbers on it.
I second that.
Yeah. Okay. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Great. We'll either bring it up at the end of the day. We'll just wait, Jim, when you get that information.
Okay.
And we get this suggested.
We get all the other stuff
Mhm.
corrected at the bottom.
Mhm.
So
But
Okay.
email me that, and I'll plug it in the street print for them.
Yeah, I will. As soon as I get back, I'll start
That's
working
fine.
on it. Steinberger has it. It's just putting the numbers together and getting
So
it
let's,
back to
you wanna, let's look at the lit seated shares. Let's see how that one looks.
It's
That is 11/12/0297. Any questions on
So-
that one?
just I'm going to remind everybody on this one, the information we got from Baker Tilly. Remember, this one's going away eventually, and everything's going to go into lit economic development. So one of the things we will have to address in the future is we are making the highway garage bond payment out of this account. That will have to change in the future and be moved either to economic development or somewhere else. So nothing we have to do for next year, but just be aware that when all these changes come down in 27, we're going to have to move some of the stuff around. So we are paying, it looks like we're paying workers' comp and all the comprehensive liability and the highway garage payment out of our seated shares currently.
Mhm. Okay, I will start reading. Lit seated shares. Number 1, personal services, 0. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 400,000. Number 4, capital outlays, 321,302, for a total budget estimate of 721,302.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
A second? Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. I think that at the end of this, we have some ideas on where to move this, right? Brad. I think we kind of
Sure.
discussed that. So, yeah, right. Well, let's pick a spot.
It will have to move.
Yes. So I think we've already kind of have some ideas. All right. Next is 1135 Cumulative Bridge. How are you this morning?
Doing well.
Morning, Janice.
Morning. How's the twins?
Running and talking.
I'm sure.
You got my toes.
All right. So they're here for any questions. Do you have any questions for the Cume Bridge budget?
Hi, buddy.
Okay.
So
Where's 165 at?
135.
1135.
1135.
No, I'm talking about Bridge 165.
Over there by Maximum
Oh.
Sports,
300 west.
300 west and 250 south.
That has a
It's right there basically at 300 west and 250 south.
The letting date on that is 7/8/26. And I actually brought the quarterly report. I thought somebody might have a question, which is good. And it looks like construction and engineering. I've got it estimated. Well, the engineering firm did 269,000, but you could have an overrun, so you always have to put more in it,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be an underrun.
Right.
So
What is the typical percentage for the overrun? Is that 10%?
the what the
Is that-
lieutenant, all this has got an escalation cost, and so
I
when
don't know what
let's see, this is
might be 20. I don't know.
the
Yeah, it's
des.
10 to 20%.
I,
I can't remember.
How about
either.
15?
I don't
the-
know. It's in their formula with the engineering crew. They kind of
I
figure
think
it in.
everybody's got their own little
And this had a des
protect
number.
themselves is all that.
Of 2021, we started this in 2021 on this des number, so it will be building either in late 26 or 27. So if that money, if they don't start construction, I'll just encumber that money into the next year for this bridge.
Okay.
So are there still condemned bridges that need fixed in the county, or did we get those?
We got one that's closed right now,
Yeah,
but we gotta do
closed.
some work on it. It's a wooden floor bridge. As soon as we get done with our summer projects, we're gonna go start working on that, get that straightened back up and reopen. It's only a 3-ton bridge. So it's not like everybody can drive across the thing anyway. I mean, it's inconvenience, I understand, but
That's one by what, 400 and Eel Rivers.
440 and Hill River Cemetery Road.
And actually,
What about
you're
those two bridges on East End? You gonna do that before you pave the rest?
Do what
Doing
now?
24? At my gravel pit?
oh, you talk about
Yeah,
Wabash Road.
yeah.
That's actually
Kinda on the back burner till we
Right.
gotta get that one bridge done.
Okay,
and-
Well, you gotta get, one bridge done before you get to main one. How is that, Pipe Creek? Is that out there? No, Papa.
awful.
Papa.
So actually, we, at your question, and we have 3 bridges two that are permanently closed, but they still are in our inventory. They don't go away because there's Lost Bridge and the Butler Bridge. So, and currently, so right now we have 3, but Denniston will open up. But they're ours as long as they're there. If we ever take them down, which would cost some money, then they would come off the inventory.
So one of the things, the study that we just got from Baker Tilly had the Hume Bridge account in there, and they suggested that we keep, around 50% of the fund balance in that account. And they've made the suggestion that we're not spending enough money out of that account based on the income. So I was curious on your thoughts on the
So-
balance of that account.
Yesterday, we had, which this is pretty good to hear that we had this meeting before we had our countywide bridge inspection with our engineering team, and we went over everything thoroughly. We have several bridges that will be replaced. And when we get these DES numbers, we commit this money, like this, some of this money is already committed. That's what they don't understand. They don't see that kind of stuff, and they won't see it because when we put in for these DES numbers, so we got
What's a DES
166,
number? Help-
that's
help
that's a
us.
bridge that we're gonna, and we have 2 replacements. So we have 165 and 144. We've already committed that money in the next 2 years. So right there, and I'll tell you, the next one is Bridge 144, and I happen to bring that one. And the total cost of that, for when we get to that one, which will be probably 2027, is 386,858. So they don't see any of that, and the budget, so that they didn't. That's not correct, really.
Gotta
So
have
Well,
money
but-
build up to pay for them.
Well, yeah,
bridges
but-
in the long run.
Yeah, but you're adding, so last year you spent $500,000. This year you're asking for 683. You already have $300,000 in here for Bridge 165. So in order to do that one, really you're only increasing now by 86,000. And they're showing that in 27 we're going to have an extra $600,000 in that account. So even if you do those bridges, we're still not spending this account down.
but you also got to remember, we have to inventory bridges. A surprise, there's things that most of our bridges are 75 years old.
Right.
So
So-
we have a replacement, a list that I didn't bring it because I didn't realize it would, and I would have, a list that is probably there was at least 5 to 10 bridges on there, at least. And then that wasn't even repair, deck overlays. We also have Bridge 46 we're gonna do, which is over Denver, and they wouldn't see that. That's gonna be about $1 million deck replacement.
Well, in
So we're gonna
2028,
be-
we're going to have $1 million.
Well, we're gonna need it.
So,
We're gonna need
yeah,
it.
so I'm
because-
just,
yeah.
based on what I'm seeing out of the State House and even some of the discussion with our townships, I'm concerned that if we keep high fund balances in these, we're going to be penalized or asked to spend them. So we get tax money every single year. So I don't like it, or it concerns me that we've got way more money than what we need, and we continue to tax for that. So yeah, that's what.
So
My
then the other
concern is-
bridge would be, we're getting ready to put in a DES number for 168. And then I got another bridge, 164. So you got 5 bridges, and you're talking some of them $1.5 million in the next 5 years. We got some serious money going out. And
What
that
prevents us
we
from
and
doing
we
some of
keep
that now?
adding to those because the bridges are deteriorating. And what you'd have to do is come out, and I can show you the list of bridge replacements, bridge recommendation. There's several on there.
Repairs too.
Oh, there was, repairs, maintenance, it will continue. And then if you have a bridge that goes down like we did a year ago on 700, you remember that? That was $700,000 right at, and we had to take that out of the LPA, our funds. So you have to keep some money in there. If you got a bridge go down,
Right.
you're either keeping the road closed or you're forever, or wait until you get enough money. Well, if you wait until you got enough money, it could be 2 years out. But I
This
can
is-
show you those,
Yeah.
our report from our engineering firm. This is how you, as an ERC, you're supposed to budget for years ahead because this is all federal. Now we get 80% of it back if it comes through federal. If it's an LPA, we don't get it back, which is local public agency, which is us. So we've got a lot of bridge work to do. And actually we take some of it because we don't have enough. We'll take some of it out of wheel tax.
Yeah, so this has shown since 2022, we've had plenty of money in this account.
Yeah.
So that's my concern. I know there's plenty of work to do, but I don't want, or it's my opinion that we don't need high fund balances in there. So I would like to see us
work on more bridges.
I would like to see us work on more bridges and get more stuff fixed because there is money available there. So
And when they have a local call for a bridge, that's ran through the state, but it's federal money, and they do a call once a year. And then that call, so we started this project 2021, it's going to go to construction in 27. It's just a process. It's design.
right.
Construction.
So what prevents us from doing Bridge 165 and 144 next year?
It's federal. It's mandated. It's not even up to us. We won't be doing it. It'll be a construction team that'll do it. it's all mandated by NDOT. So
When we can
NDOT
replace our
isn't,
bridge,
pardon?
of when we can replace our bridge.
Absolutely.
If you
Absolutely.
want the money.
You do bridge inspection, which you see that's in Cume Bridge. So we just finished that, and that's a big deal, and that's federally mandated as well. So you go through, and if the bridge doesn't qualify, guess what? You don't get any federal dollars. That's 80%. So you want as much federal dollars as you can, because we go broke trying to replace all our bridges with Cume Bridge. All three funds couldn't keep up with that.
I'm sure a lot of counties go through the same thing here.
It's nationwide because it's federal. So we're not, yeah, and we have 125 bridges. That's a lot of bridges.
Yep. I guess I would like to see us put on the accelerator because we're showing that there is money available to do our side of it. So I would like to see us
Sure.
pick up the pace and spend the money, because what the information we're being shown is there is money there to be able to do
More than what we've been
more
doing.
than what we have been doing.
I will disagree with that just because. And
You can go disagree with
that's
Kate
right.
from Baker Tilly. She scares me. I'm not going to argue with her.
I disagree
argue
with
with
the
them,
Baker on that
but yeah.
because of the way that's mandated by NDOT and engineering teams. We have to go by their guidelines. I wish NDOT was here to explain that to you because it's pretty intense.
Yeah. So we have plenty of money in that account. More than enough.
Gary,
Hmm?
you guys got time to fix State Road 16 out there so we can get that?
Brian, they
No, that's still,
equipment in yesterday.
Oh, they did.
They
Well,
did.
good.
start.
They moved the equipment in and blessed.
What's
their
today's
hearts.
date?
Put signs
26?
up on it.
Yeah.
It'll start 27.
And if you'd like, by the way, I can also bring you in the reports from the engineering team and our bridge inspection. That way you can see it and see how it's written out, that everything has to be funded years ahead. And you guys have signed, your crew has signed when I say crew, council, commitment letters. So that money's committed to that DES number. And you have to have it straight up. So if it's 7 years out, you have to say, okay, that's allocated for that bridge in 2027. You see it, how that works? So I'll be happy to show it to you. And Brad, you're more than welcome. I'll show you all that. And I think that would kind of open it up and explain
That would help us out a bunch.
It would help you out a bunch.
Because we're, especially in 27, 28, things are going to get a
Challenging.
little hairy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
extra money in accounts is, going to need to be
Correct.
addressed.
That'd be great, Jan. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will start reading. 1, personal services, 0. 2, supplies, 32,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 351,500. Number 4, capital outlays, 300,000 for a total budget estimate of 683,500.
Motion.
Second. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. 1169. Okay, local road and street. Any questions on this one before I read it? Okay. This is local road and street. Personal services, 0.
More snow this winter.
It's not snow, it's water.
Oh,
Ice.
Ice. That's,
Oh.
I mean, that's basically most of what we had last year. And once you have ice,
yeah.
the trucks don't drive as fast and the salt, it gets going pretty quick. And we got some now, but and the price did go up a little bit.
We're gonna hope you're wrong on that.
Huh?
I'm hoping you're wrong on that prediction.
Changing tires, are you?
That's if you look, we got several trucks, several equipment that has tires. And one thing on the front trucks of the dump trucks, we're having what they call rock drilling, where it goes in the groove. It gets down, and once the wires show on a steer tire, that tire's done. So we've been getting reimbursed a little bit on that, but we have a lot of that. Like the tandems, $1,000 a tire. So, and it don't take much to eat that up.
Now, do you guys have to go along or the date on the tire on the sidewall? Is there a limit on that or is that kind of
No, right now the rock drillings, they don't last out
you don't get
maybe
close to
50,000 miles at the most.
you don't get close to the date on the tire then, so it's not even a concern that some out or
I mean, the back tires go a lot longer, don't get me wrong, but the front tires are just killing us. And we are doing more chip and seal. Hopefully it'll take some of that away.
What was the Janice? What's over here? Professional services, the $35,000 jump from 25 to
Professional
26.
equipment repair.
Oh, we have more professional equipment repair. We have an act, do we have that in 2 places now? Yes, we spend that and then some.
I mean, yeah,
This,
we're getting pretty close to all the trucks being newer, but some of the newer ones that was new automatics, we're having trouble with emissions on them and they're out of warranty. One was truck was like this $5,000 just to fix that. And it's
delete it.
And we
Can't delete it.
now you can. It's okay. Give me the okay and we'll go right along.
Huh?
How are you doing on your truck replacement, Kerry? I know.
Well, I think all my
There was
guys
a while that you couldn't get trucks, and
right now, all my guys do have automatics. So we're up to that point. And we still got 6, I think, that we're keeping for spares in case we had trouble with the other ones. So, and they are sticks. So, but it's gotten a lot better. We've got several trucks. We got 3 this year finally in from the fab shop.
Oh,
So
good.
1 tandem and 2 singles. It's getting better.
Good.
The time it gets better, then the rest of them are old.
Yeah, it's a vicious
Then it'll
cycle.
come okay.
It costs a lot of money for a tandem.
All right, number 1, personal services, 0. Number 2, supplies, 328,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 85,000. Number 4, capital outlays, 250,000, for a total budget estimate of 663,000.
motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Right, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great. Okay. Let's see, next one, 1173. Okay,
So I always struggle with this one, Carrie. I'll be honest with you, because I'm not, in your line of work. The dollars spent per mile or anything. So I know I've asked you this 3 years running, but give us an idea of like, is that like a sidewalk or is that an actual road? Like, how much does that get you?
It's about 81 to 82,000 for the blacktop a mile.
81,000.
And that's a wedge. That is not a 2-inch complete across the road. That might be an inch in the middle. And of course, everybody knows the side of the road is down a lot more. So it might be 2 over there. We're just doing a lot of that to get over some of them because they're just so bad. I mean, patching wise. So you take about 82,000 and on that part, the chip and seal, we done 60 miles chip and seal.
60 miles?
No, okay, yeah, that's total.
Wow.
Okay, here's the deal on that though. The gravel roads that we do, every mile that we do, you gotta take that times 3. Because we put 2 layers of 9s and 1 layer of 11s. So it looks like 60 miles, we done 60 miles. Not quite. You take 10 miles, there's 30 miles of gravel roads converted. And that's only 3 miles.
yeah.
Because we're doing it 3 times over and
And then the next year you put 1 more layer on, correct?
yes, and next year it ends up after 2 years, 4 layers. 2 layers of 9s, 2 layers of 11. And hopefully the road will hold. if I can keep all the semis and trash trucks off of them, we do a lot better.
Sorry.
You blacktop 19,
Huh?
you blacktop 19 out here or chip and seal? Was it 19?
That's state.
State.
That's state
Yeah,
highway. 19 is.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like
All of our
chip
chip
and seal.
seal was done. I bet.
It is chip seal though, State Road 19. I see that.
I mean,
So the $100,000 of paving was an add this year. Is that just additional blacktop?
the price of blacktop went up.
Okay.
And just, we like to do more.
Dust control it, yeah.
Yeah, that's conversion is, that's getting lower, but we also like the prime oil for the chip and seal, the double seals, whatever you want, triple seals. We use dust control as prime oil. Everybody has, I mean, yeah, you can buy the prime oil, but I don't think it's any better, but it costs more. But just trying to keep the cost down, this worked pretty good for us, so that's why that goes.
And we do try to spend the restricted down to zero. We do, because that's one of the requirements. We do pretty good with that. No problem with
There's
that.
always gravel to buy.
Hmm?
There's always gravel that you need.
Any other questions? I'll start reading. 1, personal services, 0. 2, supplies, 2,030,000. Other services and charges, number 3 is 45,000. 4, capital outlays, 125,000, for total budget estimate of 2,200,000.
Second.
Thank you. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. 1176-201. That is motor vehicle highway phase 1. Any questions on this?
This one came up in the study that we recently did that we're spending too much out of this fund. And that we would be depleting it by 2027.
Are you talking about as an entire fund or
That's a good-
phase, per phase?
That's a good question, Janice.
Because
don't-
that is all the money comes in as a phase, but then it has, or a fund, MVH, but then it's got to be distributed in the 3 phases. The budget has to be like that.
No, I'll have to ask that. I'm not sure
Yeah.
the
And
answer to that.
it is tight. They're right. I mean, that one we
Yeah.
know is tight, but
So it looks like this
But-
year we've got 1.5 in there. If we continue the same level of spend, we'll essentially be out of money to start 27. So
we shouldn't. We should get our distribution. We should never run out. I don't want, yeah, so I'm not sure how that,
I'll ask the
Yeah, you'd
question
have
on the
to-
basis stuff. So
because you're going to get the funds next year.
Right.
The only thing that might change, but I didn't take off because LTAP was looking at electric vehicles and how they were going to tax that because this is fuel tax money. So if you're not getting as much fuel tax, you've got to charge something on electricity. So that might
do
be
you
a
remember
change.
what the income is off of that? Do we have any estimate
didn't
on
bring
the
my-
income
Off of the fuel cap?
for all those accounts?
So it's divided in half every year. So MVH is the same as restricted. It used to be all MVH it all went into one fund. So then the state of Indiana said, take that in half and put half that money on your roads. So we are doing that, as you can see, because we just approved that. That's the 2 million.
Yep.
So now
Here it is,
it's divided, and the expected revenue. Can you do a
Looks like
fund
it's
balance?
2.1 million.
I have a annual report that I do every year. I didn't bring it. Typically I do. This year I didn't.
Estimated for 2025 with the MVH distribution and fines, fees, and fortitude, whatever. 2.08 million is what the operating is.
So really it's little over 4. Again, if I had the annual report in front of me, I could tell you exactly. Because that's something that has to be done and always will be done. And that's actual revenues. I might be able to pull it up on my phone, but I don't know. So, pardon? Oh, it's my LTAP account, and I don't remember if I have all my passwords in here.
Just a
Yeah,
So with
So
that,
I think there might be a difference in their
Annette
study.
should be able to pull it up.
Yeah,
you-
they have a capital outlay that I don't see here. I think that's what's causing that
Okay.
imbalance. Was
So yeah, so I don't know how we would run out of money because we don't
Get it back.
I mean, we've been doing it for this many years. All of a sudden, the next year
I
we're
bet
running
it's
out.
I bet it's this capital outlay, that equipment and vehicle purchase.
Oh yeah.
That's what's
Well, we lowered it this year. We
Yep,
only
I see.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that helped.
that helps out a bunch. Yep. Okay.
No assistant foreman? No assistant foreman?
There'll be just 2 foremans and the superintendent.
You're still in phase 1 though, right?
Yeah, we're still phase
Sorry.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I
Okay, any other questions? Ready for me to read? Personal services, 240,464. Supplies, 700. 3 other services and charges, 9,450. Number 4, capital outlays, 3,000. For a total budget estimate of 253,614.
So is this one just like Mr. Scott pointed out? We're paying benefits for these folks out of this fund, then
Yes.
not out of general.
Right.
Okay. That's not confusing.
we
We bring it up every time just because
No, that's a good question every
what's your
time.
Yeah, 'cause what's that? No, it's not for you guys. It's
Okay.
just before. It's some other
Your
stuff
employee
before.
benefits are being
Okay.
paid out of this tax money, not out of general fund,
correct.
basically. Is what-
Earth and health insurance has
Yep.
for several years.
Motion to approve.
Second,
second.
okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. Next is 1176, 202.
Hold on, give me a second.
Any questions on this one? We got 202 left.
2 or 3 now?
Get back one.
Oh, you did 2.
Okay, 1, personal services, 1,239,897. Nope, I'm sorry. Number 1, personal services, 1,713,619. 2, supplies, 48,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 3,000. 4, capital outlay, 0. For a total budget estimate of 1,764,619.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Same thing.
Please
Annette?
vote.
Yes. On all 3 of these.
Did
Please
you
vote.
notice that we did lower that so
Yes.
that
Yep.
we're
Yeah.
trying to get it so we will stay within budget. That's expected revenue. You get it. I don't know why it didn't get one this year. Before you do the budget, we've always got an expected revenue from downstate.
Oh,
Haven't gotten one in the last couple of years. I don't know who is in charge of that downstate, the secretary or in the auditor's office, not getting them. Because that's how you do your budget.
well, yeah.
Right.
But if I hadn't been doing this for several years, Carrie and I, we wouldn't know what we were doing. I
So
mean,
do you usually get that from the state?
yes, oh yes. And it would be the auditor of the state.
Mhm.
I'm guessing.
I have a motion and a second. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Thank you. Next. Motor vehicle highway phase 3, 1176-203. Any questions on this one?
Seen the tires and tubes. It's the same deal from the last one to this one too. So
Yeah,
We
divided
have to
the-
up it up.
You
because
have- you have
starting
divided
to- We're
it.
getting behind keeping up.
Sure.
we sometimes split the different line items, the accounts in 2 different funds because we know there's not going to be enough money in this. So we're always looking at that kind of stuff. Oh, well, there's not going to be enough money. Let's take it from this fund. Done that for several years to help us out. I mean, you'll notice seasonal help. Did anybody have a question about that?
Oh. Yeah, you did.
Why? Why no seasonal help?
It's like, cut back a little bit, everybody's wanting this cut, so, but
You got,
we got guys who can mow.
we have someone here, one of our foremen here. Let him kind of explain it to you if you'd like to, Chad.
Well, it just came to my attention that we needed some cuts done to our budget, and I couldn't see cutting anywhere that would affect full-time guys when we're using part-time help. So to me, they ought to go first before there's any money taken from our full-time guys. And like Janice said, our guys can mow their own territories.
Oh.
So it's
Probably
not a
better that way
necessity.
anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they were think they've tried.
That's a
We had some incidents and damage to the motors. Of course, you're always gonna have that
Yep.
because everybody throws everything out in the side ditch.
yeah.
And when the grass gets higher than you can't see, sometimes it's not a good outcome. And we got two nice mowers, I mean, cab and all.
And I was under the impression that's what you wanted to try next year, to have your guys mow their own.
Yeah, I mean,
territory.
we used to do it that way.
Okay.
Our own guys would mow. This just came kind of an extra thing we did to free those guys up to do other things. But to me, you would want to go to where you're kind of doing extras and go back to what you used to do, start there, and then continue to work down from that. So, it was gonna save a substantial amount of money, and like they said, we had some extra repairs this year due to guys that just don't know
Mm-hmm.
where everything's at.
Yeah.
So it just made logical sense to cut that out.
Great idea.
So the request to tighten the budget was to fit within the receipts from the
Yes.
tax.
And Annette, I sent you the annual report in an email that I have to send every year. You should have that. That annual report actually has revenue, expenditures, and receipts in for the year. I would have sent you that in May. And I don't know if you keep it on your desktop or whatever. Probably sent it in either late April or early May.
Okay. So I will start reading. Motor vehicle highway phase 3, personal services 124,970. Oh boy, I did again. Sorry. Number 1, personal services 168,528. Number 2, supplies 400,000. Number 3, other services and charges 124,000. Number 4, capital outlays 165,000. For total budget estimate 857,528.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great, motion carried. Thank you. And then we have 4957. The Miami County wheel tax surtax. Any questions on this? We just gotta find it, yeah.
Everything's the same.
Are you guys gonna contract that fuel island improvement out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What we're doing out there, the way our tanks were set up to begin with, was a split tank of off and on road fuel. And a 2,000 gallon unleaded fuel. We only have about 3 vehicles that's gas, plus the chainsaws. So we're gonna change the unleaded to off-road fuel and the 2 split tanks to on-road fuel, so we got more fuel.
Makes sense.
And put a 550 in the gallon for the unleaded for the guys to use. For like, I drive one, we got 2 Dodge and a car and chainsaws and little motors that's on other things, so. Huh?
We're actually doing it right now.
Yeah, well, we're in the process. We had to pour cement pad. And one of my guys, they poured it, so now we're waiting on the quotes to get the tank.
So we probably won't be spending this on that. We'll probably have to move it into something else. More than likely, we'll have it done
Should have it done, so we didn't quite get the money.
a lot less.
Yeah, so this one's showing a little bit of a balance as well. Obviously spending it down though by 28, 29 there. So it looks like your chip and seal project conversion is 2 line items here, and it's a couple other in the restricted side. So I know this has been a hot topic, so I'll just throw it out there and bring it up. But wheel tax has been a topic of conversation around this state. Is there's a potential the governor tried to do it this last session of tie community crossing to wheel tax. A lot of communities are having that conversation. Do you guys have an opinion on wheel tax and where we're at? And
Well, we use some of this money. We go into CCMG, we'll use that.
Yep.
If we need an extra bridge. The reason there's a build up of revenue, when we first got the wheel tax, I'll be honest, we had different superintendent, we had different everything at that time. And they were a little bit afraid to spend it. I don't know what it was, but so and then it got built up. Well, it's kind of saved our back ends more than once, the wheel tax has. So I'm glad we have it. And that's why it's back up, because typically the expected revenue is around 600,000 in that. It's not as high as this. So I've been trying to get it spent down, and Carrie gives me projects and I'm like, what do you want? And that's what we do. And so keep in mind, we will always go in for additionals. We haven't done yet this year, but we may go in for a bridge. If we have a bridge go down, we'll go in and we'll take it from wheel tax. We'll take it from Cume Bridge, being careful because we committed some of that money in Cume Bridge.
Right.
And once you send that, and we have the commitment letters to NDOT specifying these 3 bridges, actually we got 4 now. We really can't spend it. It's got to stay in there because we said we would use that money for those bridges. So that's kind of how it works. It is a little different there. I know it seems odd, but you do have to keep some of that back when you've made that commitment to NDOT. Otherwise, you've been getting money for design, which is 80/20. You get that money back. So you're getting 80% of that money back on Cume Bridge or wheel tax, wherever we're taking it from. And let's say we didn't follow through, then we'd have to give the money back to NDOT, and we don't ever want to do that. The state of Indiana.
I know
Never.
our community depends on that community crossing grant to get a lot of stuff done, so we don't want to do anything to jeopardize.
When they took it back down another 500,000 now.
They're down to just one time a year, aren't they? Did I hear
Correct.
that?
Yeah.
That kind of hurts.
And but they did up it to 80%.
Raising the wheel tax.
So
Sorry.
Raising the wheel tax. I don't know.
Yeah, I had kind of, after we had looked at some information, I had brought it up if we wanted to kind of change it. I mean, we're at $20,
$20.
Is that
$20, I think.
it's not a bad idea.
I'm sorry.
Is that
It is a
No,
lot.
there's another excise piece, but 5 is the minimum actually. I know a lot of some of the other counties that rely on community crossings are scrambling to enact $5. 85 is the limit. And so anyway, I just wanted to make sure, thank you for all this information. It's fantastic that we've got, that there's projects being done. Your chip and seal conversion has been fantastic. I've gotten lots of compliments from residents on that. So
Yeah, both ways. That way didn't you do my road. Let's talk about the fuel tax. These trash trucks that come out from other counties into our county, they're the ones that hurt. I mean, they're big. You don't get no money out of them. See what I'm saying? People coming, I mean, other businesses coming in here and running. Of course, I got businesses local that's hurting me too. So they don't want to use the state road. They like to use the side road to get there quicker. But the bigger trucks,
So is the wheel tax enough money coming in, or do you feel?
I don't think it's a bad idea to, and why would you mess with $5? If you're going to raise it to your 20, and like we did before, that's when we started it. We
Yeah,
started at
20.
I can remember it was a challenge, but somewhere down the road, we've got some major bridge replacements and projects, and that's beyond the roads and streets because our pacer rating and our roads, they're not good either. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we may have some money now, but it's going to go quick.
The more
So
we
what-
get, the more we can do.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing from you and what I see in this chart is that we should leave it where it's at now, knowing that in the future, based on some of these bridge projects and stuff, we might need to raise it in future years to help cover some
For
of
sure.
that.
For
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Well, if you want to go over more roads, I mean, you're just gonna, something's gonna have to happen.
Most of our bridges, except for the new ones, they're 50 plus years old. So 175 years. Well, they're not gonna last for most bridges were built for 75 years.
Hmm.
Except the Denniston Bridge, it's 100 and some years.
Yeah.
Can wheel
150.
tax be used for wages or what?
No.
It's just,
We typically,
Basically, your bridges.
it can be spent like MVH. From what I was told when it came in, it can be spent like MVH. However, when you get into wages, that's what we use MVH for. And when you start taking them out of different funds, it's tough on the auditor's office first. They wouldn't like us because it is tough. It is. And then you're trying to scramble and say, oh, did I take it out of the right fund? It's hard. And
so if we hired an outside contractor to do some work for us, can that be paid out of
oh yeah.
wheel tax?
Are you talking
You know
about
how
like
road work?
construction? Oh yeah.
Yeah, road
Yeah.
work.
We're paying our engineering consulting fees out of there right now.
Yes. Oh yeah, we do.
So we can use it for,
Just
so
like
that
MVH.
needs to go to what, almost zero every year then?
What? Wheel tax?
Yes.
The restricted is, but now you got to remember these are all estimates, and then you're putting all this in, and the cost of materials, it's so volatile. Fuel. Do we know what gas is going to be the next day? I mean, everything that
They're projecting it's going to go down.
I hear it.
Diesel went down.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Well,
I was
contract
always
is
taught
shoot
you
the
leave
birds up where
20% in your
they're
budget, in your funds.
Right. Just
The numbers. Hey, well, you just flip a coin if it's gonna go up or down.
Okay, I'm going to start now. Okay, Miami County wheel tax surtax. Number 1, personal services, 0. 2, supplies, 625,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 150,000. 4, capital outlays, 170,000. For a total budget estimate of 945,000.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great.
Brad,
Very.
you mentioned
Is
that.
that
You can stay put now, but we're gonna have big expenses coming up. Do we wait for the big expenses before you? I'm not a
I say
big
you
fan of
don't wait.
upping it. I
I'd
don't
rather
want
be
to pay
ahead of
taxes
it
any more
than
than
get
anybody
behind.
else, but
Yeah, I think the big question, and Janice talked about it, right now our income off of wheel tax is $734,000. So, is that enough to get done what you want to do, or do you increase it? And when you're playing a game with 7 or 8 accounts, whatever she's trying to juggle, and so I think the question is how much of a cash balance do you keep in those accounts, and what do you want your reserve to be if something
Pops up.
crops up or falls down or does something else, and so I think that's the discussion that I think our friends at Baker Tilly were trying to encourage us to have. What's the right to keep, and where do you do that?
well, my point is, if we know we're gonna have these big expenditures coming up, do you wait till those come up, or do you kind of start building a cushion so when they do come up, you have the extra?
Yeah, this is maybe more philosophical, but it's, since this is tax money, do you just hold on to it, or do you try to do those projects earlier if possible? And so I think some folks don't want tax money just sitting there. Now it's going to be used, but it's, you've taken that from residents. So anyway, that's I think the
You
philosophical.
take a little bit now, then when it comes time to get it, you take a lot of it.
Right.
All the
That's I think the discussion of, so
It's just like.
yeah.
you got-
So having some of those ideas of, hey, here's the, for the next 5 years, here's what we've committed to, and you can kind of build a model there. Is there going to be enough cash balance in those accounts to cover the money that's needed? So
Again, I guess I was trained, especially the highway department. It's a little different bear than some of the other departments. Because you're talking construction and nothing, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. There's a lot of truth to that. I mean, it just, you got to plan ahead and there's specs and criterias that have to be matched. And you're talking bridges and roads and they got to be safe. And so I was always taught you keep at least 20% of your budget back. That's what I was taught in every fund,
Yep.
except for the restricted.
Yep.
You can spend that down if you want. So
So yeah, I think we got a little bit of stuff we could spin down. So
And you'll get that information that you have on some of the bridges, the money you have to have saved or set aside. That'll kind of help
Well,
too, that you
okay.
have to.
okay, and that's a big. We just got that report yesterday.
Yes.
And I can kind of show it to you, but it's going to be if you don't sit down with the engineers, it'll be kind of confusing to you. But I can still give you copies of it,
Just
Yeah.
so, you know,
and I can send you a copy of the annual report.
Okay.
You should all have
Yeah.
that one of those anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the annual report that's mandatory. It's online, and that's vital. And it.
thank you for all your hard work.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
All right. Next is sheriffs, number 8.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay.
Those are all the new ones I passed out to you guys.
Right.
And being your new ones,
Oh,
yeah. Don't look at your old ones, settle.
So, questions?
Yes.
Yes.
So I asked before 9 o'clock, before we started, I asked for the matrix for this year for the sheriff's department.
You asked for it?
Yeah, I asked for it.
Okay.
Brad said he's gonna send it. I just wanna, and that, I guess my question is, have you seen that matrix yet?
Yes, the one that Kim had sent
Okay.
originally.
Okay, so then are these wages came up on the new sheet verified from the matrix? Did you verify that in your office?
We went through them with Kim, and I believe they're all correct. Only one no, that's the count. So. I'm gonna look in here at the numbers, make sure they all roll correctly.
Okay. Are there questions or you want me to read?
I got some questions.
I know
here.
you've got a question.
New deputy.
That is the open spot we have from Adam Lear leaving, and that's actually Alana Green starts next week in that. She's been selected to that. So that was new deputy it was a current position.
Yeah.
We had a deputy leave, so we filled that position. So that position is filled.
And she's from the jail.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, and she just passed. So so we are currently full staffed, and as of today,
Yeah, really.
fully staffed on the merit side and on the jail side and on the court side.
If at all possible. We'll have to take to the jail. Just give them an opportunity to move up if we can. And so, that doesn't always work out, but
We'll have to pass everything.
Yeah,
So-
he passed with flying colors, and I warned
That's great.
Lieutenant Sizer when I had coffee with him yesterday, not to try to steal her to the state.
Yeah.
We want to keep her. We got a good crew there.
Yeah. Right.
Is there do you have a balance from last year on retired officers? Did you have any retire last year?
We had two, Mike Rogers and Gary Glassburn. Both were in the drop, and their drop ended. And I'm the only other one that's in that. As a matter of fact, today begins my 31st and final year.
Wow.
So I'm in I can start my final year of the drop right now.
You have any idea how much was left over from last year on the
As far as
Retired
salary,
Didn't retire.
that would be,
I'm not sure exactly.
it would just be the difference on both of those guys were
Yeah.
at the top of their
Glassburn, who's
pay.
the other one?
Hmm?
Who was the other one?
Gary Glassburn and Mike Rogers.
Oh, I forgot Mike. He was trying to
Yeah,
go
so
through.
they would have been,
One left earlier in the year and the other
they
one
would
left
have
in
been,
September.
they would have been, and they were both detective sergeants, and so they would have been whatever capped out, whoever a deputy would have been capped out on the matrix.
Or James Bean and Nate Freeman are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been the difference there. But again, we have since their positions
Filled
left,
position.
but we filled those slots with
Right.
newer deputies at the beginning of the
Mhm.
matrix.
Is there a reason that you can't be a captain instead of a chief deputy?
Okay. Well, let me explain that to you.
That's my decision.
I
Period.
am a captain
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
by the merit board, but
I can make anybody a chief deputy.
Yeah.
I can make one of you a chief deputy if I wanted to.
and I've actually
It
been
ain't gonna
chief
happen. Don't
deputy.
look at me
Just
like
asking
that.
a question.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying this is that the sheriff per statute can appoint the chief deputy.
Yeah.
And I am and have been since actually for the last. I was reappointed by Sheriff Miller in 2013, served as chief deputy, and didn't receive the compensation, and then was reappointed when he came in the rank I'm serving in now. And the reason that came up is because it was brought to us when we talked about that this year because of the ordinance statute you guys put in about first deputies, and you guys requested verification to show that, and that's what I provided to you there.
If I took him out of that position, he'd revert back to captain.
Yeah.
Or then I could put somebody else. I could put a patrolman in that position.
You could,
But the sheriff has the right to have a chief deputy of his choosing. Period.
and that
by
and
statute.
the chief deputy is the acting sheriff, and actually is the chief of the entire department, all employees. And to be honest with you, the law has never changed. He could turn around and make Elaine the chief deputy right here and now, and she would be my boss. I'd still be a captain.
Don't get excited.
All
But
right.
she would be not saying he's going to do it, but I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
yeah.
and it's and is that, that's normally that doesn't happen, but that could happen, and that's one of the reasons why we brought that to your guys' attention.
Mhm.
This is going to be my last year, and I've done this job without it, and again, it's not been about it's the job I've been assigned to do,
Sure.
but there's going to be a new sheriff one way or another, and there will be a new chief deputy
Right.
at some point, and that sheriff, he or her could come in and pick whoever they want. And I know that that's what other counties are, that issues facing. So I figured that if we're going to do it, let's fix it this year. So we don't have, it's going to be hard enough for whoever comes in. It's going to be on both sides, learning both sides of that process to get it. So that's why I appreciate you bringing it to our attention. I appreciate the consideration on it, but I hope that explains. Yeah, I mean, I am, but the title is on that, and my thing is, since it was passed on that, if the other office holders have that, then there has to be consistency.
Yes.
If you're gonna do it for one, you should do it for all,
Yes.
unless you would have to go back and undo your salary ordinance and go through the whole thing all over again.
When I came into office, I've done this job, I did his job under two administrations. I finished the last year of Sheriff Rowland's administration.
Hmm.
Because he got sick, I took over the sheriff's position at that particular point. So when I came in here, I was well seasoned in this. I knew this job. I knew all of it,
Oh.
the administration, everything.
Yeah.
Dave pretty well knew it. Next person coming in is not going to know anything. There'll be a new person in Kim's office, be a new sheriff, be a new chief deputy. There'll be a number of positions probably that are leaving and they have to be replaced. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
And one of the responsibilities of this is just like even though I've been on vacation and been off, when should the sheriff not be available, when he left the state, or if he's ill, or heaven forbid something happens to him, I automatically assume, and even though I was on vacation when he was gone, I've been the acting sheriff for the last 3 weeks up until he got back just the other day.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. And there's a lot of education that I've had to acquire over the last 30 years to do that. And I think this will also going forward, you're going to want to attract somebody that's going to want to, you know,
It's not just the
Right.
bring somebody to the
responsibility, it's the liability.
Oh,
There's
right.
an enormous amount of liability in this position.
Okay.
Regardless of
Any
what
other-
happens, we got.
sorry.
I
Are there
did
any
that
other-
answer. I'm sorry, Dick.
Yeah.
Did that answer.
Did we answer your question, Dick?
And did you get a copy of all that? I can get
Yes,
it. Okay.
I emailed it.
Okay.
Before I ask the question.
Yeah.
Any other questions before I read?
We had talked about, I'm sorry,
That didn't answer yet. Did your auditor's office
Yeah,
cross
I mean,
reference
we
the
verified
matrix?
these numbers of what Kim's put in there, so it should be, everything should be correct.
Should be or is. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because it's very confusing and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pay increases, and I want to make sure the people that are not getting pay increases
Yeah, those are
due
the
to the
ones that are
matrix
capped.
are gonna make sure
They're the
they're
ones that's capped on the matrix.
okay. And then, but then
And-
the other ones that are make sure they're getting the correct amount. That's
Correct.
what I'm
And
asking.
Thomas, this change that we're talking about here, even as the merit rank of captain, I have been capped. I haven't gotten any of that for 10 years
That's right. Even
because it's so many years. Because I had maxed out on that 10
And
years.
once you max out, and then
Yeah.
new people that are hired in, see, they don't get anything right away, and they start out very low. It takes them a good number of years to get built up.
And I
Sure.
worked the matrix. I've done the matrix. I understand that. I just want to make sure that we are because there's a lot between the
Yes.
probation, between probation, the jail, and the sheriff's department that everybody's getting an accurate
Yes.
Yeah.
pay
And
that,
it's easy
that
to get-
verified.
It's easy to get that messed up.
Absolutely. And I just,
And-
Yeah.
And I
One set of eyes,
appreciate
two set of
your
eyes, three
guys'
set of eyes.
work on
I just
that.
wanna
I
make sure
know
we're
Brad
all
put a
set.
lot of work in that, and that you guys did on that, and we appreciate that to get clarification. But I know I just got the nod from Kim that you guys all seem on the same page
Yeah.
for that. So
I have not received my sheriff's matrix merit badge yet for understanding your pay matrix,
Yeah.
which took
So
2
he's
years
fine
to
with
do
one.
that. I will await my merit badge from you.
I've got a special badge for you. I'll fix you up.
Okay.
I'll even get you a VIP pass to get in through the screening door.
Yeah.
Do you want the paper one or do you want the plastic one?
Yeah, he does deserve that.
I know we had a discussion about the courthouse security personnel that we
Yes.
have,
Yes,
and that they technically report to the sheriff
correct.
about moving that to the line item. I don't see them on this.
Well, And,
On that
and,
sheet.
and this may or may not, Annette talked to me about that last night. We wanted to put them all together, and if you need to move them from one, but Paul Doherty, 1.5 of them were already coming out of the public safety. So I asked her yesterday, we moved all 3 of them, Paul Doherty, Troy Marshall, and Jeff Grant. They're 11355 under the local income tax. If that's not where just to get them all in the same together.
What is it now? 1-1.
1-1. Paul is 11355. And then because Troy was being taken out of bits and pieces everywhere else, and then we added Jeff as the third person. And when you asked that, so I think just for the sake of
Switch
convenience,
Sorry, I'm not following here.
He switched budgets on you.
Okay.
So he went to public safety.
yeah.
I was like, hold on, Dave, they're not on the same page as.
Yeah.
So,
All right, yeah.
yeah,
So
you need to go
1170.
1170.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Saying. Okay.
They're all looking on the same
Yeah,
budget here,
Yeah.
Dave. Sorry about that. I'm like,
I've got 3 of our 5 or 6 of them sitting here in front of me.
so do you want to cover all of that and those all the changes before you vote on any of these? Is that what you want to do? I think that's what Dave's headed for.
Yeah.
So,
Did you want to put that under?
Well-
We didn't know that because wherever you guys put it's fine with us. I know you guys want it all together under the same.
Right.
So here's my concern. Okay. Is that
still not on there. Yeah. Oh, true.
do we have answers yet on the amount that we can raise our lit rate to be able to get everything in that we need to now that we're restricted to what our lit rate can be?
not gonna find that answer back
Okay,
from that.
so that's
a good
that's
point.
my only concern with
Okay.
using lit money for this is that we're now restricted to that 2.9%
Correct.
lit rate.
Mhm.
And I know that we have some other conversations.
Brad, Originally, and I thought that, because they are special deputies, I think maybe for accounting purposes, if you were gonna move it under the jail budget
We can do that.
and just add those three and just move them, because we have jailers paid out of both of those. I mean, there are some jail deputies paid out, but I understand what you're saying about the cap on that. But if you just moved all three of them, that way it keeps them, because if you look, again, we're jumping around. If you want to jump over to your jail budget, which number is that?
9.
Yeah.
9. If you look under part-time jail, we
Yeah.
have that, because that covers part-time jail officers, part-time control, and Eric Hawk, our part-time guys gonna help court
Yeah.
security.
A little easier to keep track of.
Yeah, we put that there and then asked to increase that, since we are taking out of 3 different areas for that, to 6,000. If you guys want to put those 3 guys over on the jail side, if that would help. It doesn't matter to us.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's
That
gonna matter to
matters to you.
us.
It's matter
gonna
to you.
matter
So
big
wherever
time.
you put it,
It'll be a little less
yeah.
confusing for you, probably.
If you're gonna do that, though, you may put one jail deputy over to the 1170, just to, I mean, I don't know how much you
25.
want to raise the jail budget, but you could, if you're gonna take Paul Doherty off of 1170, you could put a jail deputy back into that spot if you need to.
And it would be less.
Yeah.
It would be less.
Just FYI,
That's true.
like we said, it doesn't matter to us as long as they're paid.
I don't see it.
What do we bring in on public safety?
Well, we had to wait, I need to switch gears here. Hold on. I thought that was under the public safety.
I know we had a concern in the past, if we keep putting everything in public safety,
Right.
we're gonna be running out.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I think when she was moving it, we knew we wanted it all together, and since he was already there, she put it there. But
There are other services. 100,000, that would change that line item. As of right now, leaving everybody like it is, it would give that budget 1,485,000.
That public safety.
Yeah, if we leave them just like we've got them now with everybody, with the security
can't put
people in it.
that would be too confusing. This is the merit.
So what is that? What is that in that? What are you saying?
He was asking about the EMS. What slot we had it in right now. We
Yeah,
have it under
so-
the lit pit public.
So
safety.
here's my concern on public safety. That, well, I guess now's the budget time. Is that we know that the commissioners are going to have to change EMS service, and so budget committee had put a placeholder in as they negotiate that we can put on our books that can be used for fire and EMS. So to add that in, plus the public safety that we have now, what we asked Annette to do is make sure that we can stay within those caps of 2.9%. So I'm not opposed to doing this, but my fear is like we're going to have to do the EMS thing. And so what I don't want to get into is approving this and then having to go move all this stuff around by being able to make sure that we have the money for lit public safety for the EMS and fire side. So, but we have not gotten confirmation that
I'll send Paige another email.
that
too.
we can do that. So,
So we can move it under the jail.
well, I don't know why can't we just put it under the sheriff?
Would that be increasing the budget?
Well, so
Mhm.
the original
You
idea
can't-
with the
can't-
courthouse guys is that it's a net zero change. By moving it to commissioners to sheriff, it doesn't, because both of those are general fund
Mhm.
income. So that was the original idea, so that we don't have to change funding sources, and it's literally just moving them off of one onto the other.
You could. The only thing is going down the road. We're already talking about confusion, because this kind of separates out on the sheriff's budget, where we were just talking about myself or whatever. Actually, you have a process server, which he's a special deputy, but all the rest of them are merit deputies. You could, just as long as you understand that when you guys are looking at matrix and everything, when you go look at these numbers over here, you're going to have to, where it says deputy, you're going to have to be doing it. It doesn't, honestly, Brad,
So I would,
yeah.
so
So
as
you're
long as
saying
we
under the
denote
jail budget.
that these people are non-matrixed
Yeah.
security personnel,
Yes.
and we can call them whatever we want to, but yes,
Yeah, we have it says listed on here, I would just put courthouse security deputy and not put jail deputy on it, and if you move them over there, as long as you guys understand that.
Into the jail
we'll
budget.
just flat out put dash no matrix.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
so that we're all.
So are you talking under the sheriff budget or the
Yeah.
jail?
I would just put
Sheriff.
it under the sheriff budget.
Okay,
so
that's fine.
So
Because
I'm
that's
just
where they're gonna
there's a
work.
lot going on. I just want to make sure we're not increasing any budgets because
Right.
they're more than they're advertised. That's where I'm at. Moving all this around, we can't do it.
Yeah, so the initial intent for me asking to move it to the sheriff's budget was that it was a net zero change to general fund. How it has been put in our books, this is a change, and this does affect our lit rate. So that's why I had made the suggestion to use general fund dollars.
So put it back into the sheriff's budget.
That's my suggestion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what
My
we talked
suggestion.
about.
And Brad, by doing that, if you moved all three of them, which my recommendation is, if you move all three of them, you're eliminating that increase, and you're also taking 56,282 out of that lit by moving Paul, because Paul's already in the lit.
That's right. Okay.
So if you move them all over to the sheriff, yes, it's going to change your numbers on your sheriff one. But you're right, but it's the same total numbers, but you're not messing with your lit, so it actually would help you on that.
Correct.
So
I'm redoing that right now.
That would actually save you. It would raise the sheriff's, but
Yeah.
but it's.
but what we're talking about is general fund.
Yeah.
I make a motion to table this until we can figure this out.
Come back to this.
Come back to it. There's a lot going on.
I second that
Yeah.
motion.
Yeah.
So it was just the sheriff. We're gonna hold off because we can go with the jail. We're not making any. Okay.
We're gonna have to update all the sheets to make sure that
Yep.
Yes.
it has the intended.
Okay. There was a motion to table the sheriff's budget. Do I have a second?
Yes, second.
Okay. Please vote.
Aye.
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 All right. Let's table. Let's go. Any other questions on what we're gonna do
So
with the sheriff?
So
That's-
I'm preempting this as we move down the list here. The $500,000 placeholder from EMS should be in which budget, Annette?
I have it under the lit.
Public safety,
Yes.
1170. Okay, thank you.
That should help. That by doing that, that'll help you. That'll take another 57,000 off that lit.
You don't have like $500,000 buried in the backyard at the jail somewhere?
Well, we don't like to talk about
Okay.
that,
Yep.
Yeah.
allegedly.
All right. So now we are on the jail.
I don't see anything other than what there's nothing on that one. So
Okay. If there aren't any questions, I will go ahead.
Yes.
Question.
Okay.
I have transport officer paid on this budget, and then some of his pay is out of a grant.
well, it's a reimbursement.
It's a reimbursement.
Yeah, it's a reimbursement. Yeah, it's not a grant. It's a reimbursement. The state DOC reimburses the county X amount of a salary for a transport officer, and that's been in place for 30 years.
Sounds
that
like
I've been
we're-
there.
1175,
Yeah.
22,
Right.
So it adds up. It adds up to
50.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's correct.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay.
Now, there is, sorry. The change in from 25 to 26, which salary is that?
Where are you?
In the jail for personal services, it increased, but I could not find when I looked through which one it was.
Jessica Freeman, maybe $7,000 approximate. Is that the difference?
No, it's only like 200 some buck or 300 some dollars.
FICA? Way back then.
Yes, FICA went up.
It went up.
Right.
FICA went up.
FICA went up because so I think the formula is incorrect unless I am
Now,
blind.
you have Jessica Freeman. We had an increase. We didn't have an increase. We moved her money.
No, this budget sheet right here shows it's the same 46,337.
Oh,
So it's actually 53,988.
It's in that. It's in that new sheet we got, Brad.
It's in the new sheet.
It's like, there's one if you don't have.
The new sheet. We're on number 9. Do you have this here, Brian? We got you.
I don't have that.
There you go. That's why the increase
Okay.
in that little bit was.
She was paid out of 2 different things too, didn't it? You
She
guys.
was paid out of 2 and put all of it into
Yeah.
1.
Mhm.
Yes. Do you have that one?
Yep. I'm just waiting for it.
You've got, okay.
Yeah.
We got FICA as 7.65%, but I don't remember what that was last year. Does anybody remember?
Same.
Was it same?
It's the same.
Okay, if there aren't any further questions, I will start reading. This is the jail budget. Number 1, personal services, 1,727,447. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For a total budget estimate of 1,747,447.
Motion.
Second.
Right. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you.
Are you guys ever involved in any deferral situations? Do you offer that?
As far as prosecutor,
When you stop anybody?
well, yeah, well, the prosecutor has their deferral fund and they have their forfeiture fund, which I think that's, and I don't want to speak for them, but they've been good to us over the years, and even when Eric was prosecutor and is helping law enforcement with different funds and different things, but it's not a continual stream of.
Yeah,
and
that's handled by the prosecutor.
Yeah, it's kind of on a case by case. They've helped us with equipment and radio.
used to help the county pretty well on
Yeah.
the budgets.
Yeah.
He helps us as much as he possibly
Yeah,
can with it, yes. He's
Yeah.
been pretty good to us, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to table that.
That's kind of.
Yeah, because if we're gonna move things around, that's why that's.
If Jeff can help us with
What's
something.
next on the list is
what it is,
lit,
he's been-
lit special
he's been very
service
good at that.
purposes.
Yeah.
Is that down?
I think
I think the only change on that one, Sandy, would be moving where she put those 2 on, Troy and Jeff Grant. And if what Brad's
Yeah.
proposing, taking Paul Doherty, Troy Gornto and Jeff Grant and
Mhm.
taking those out and putting
On
it
the
over at
sheriff.
sheriff and making the
So we'll
note.
have to table this one as well
Yeah.
because of the changes.
But not the one we're getting ready to do.
That's 11.7.
We're on lit.
Yeah, yeah, we skipped one real quick here. I'll come back to
And
the
we'll table this
1114. But on the 1170 lit public safety,
Motion
I'm
to table.
tabling that.
Second.
okay, second, all right, please vote.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
great, thank you guys. Now,
11.14.
no, 1114. And that is, lit special purpose.
You didn't get me a copy of that.
I'm not sure if I've got it.
So there are questions on this.
I'm seeing it, but I don't
The
have
lit. So this is a, if you remember from the Baker Tilly, this is a special lit rate that we got approval for from the state
Yes.
legislature.
Yeah.
It goes for, it looks like a lot of jail maintenance items is
Yeah.
what's in this.
And okay, I see it, yes. And there were no changes and no requested increases in that.
Okay,
Same as
Great.
last year.
We tried to keep things as tight as we could. We understand the situation, but sometimes there's areas that you just have to increase
them
because
up.
you know they're going to change big time, and hopefully you feel enough to be able to survive through it.
That building's getting older.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read. If we don't have any, are you still looking for something?
Nope.
No, okay. lit special purpose, personal services, 0. Number 2, supplies, 10,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 387,000. Number 4, capital outlays, 0, for a total budget estimate of 397,000.
So this one on the Baker Tilly study shows that it is going to start to accumulate. The income from this account looks to be $2.1 million. No, hold on. Yes. 2.1 million. So this one is showing an increase. So what?
Lit special
Lit
purpose.
special purpose. This is a special. So that one is in, and it's going to increase to 2.1 by 2028. So there will be some extra money in this account. I think what we're going to have to talk and discuss about is, as we're moving lit public safety, where's the right spot for all of this? And then also there are some concerns. If you remember, the 911 is going to be at a deficit. So anyway, as we're moving things around, this account is going to have income in it. We might have to move some 911 stuff around. So anyway, just a note there.
Okay.
This LIT public safety is going to go away. Is that?
Well, no, lit public safety, there's a max rate at which we can put on that. We don't know what that is right now. Until Annette gets that back from DLGF. So that's what we're assuming, that we can add that EMS contract in there, but we have not got the official word if there's enough room in the tax rate to be able to do that.
And do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. You guys have Mr. 1175. Is that you?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about 1170?
That's on the table.
Oh, I'm.
Yeah, we
yeah,
tabled
we just-
We talked about.
yeah, we already did 1170. We're tabling that one. 1175.
Misdemeanor fund
is,
is.
Any questions on misdemeanor? All right.
Yeah, I do have a question. So,
Yes.
For benefits, so never mind. Sorry, got it. Never mind.
Okay, you answered your
Yep.
question? All right, great.
And one thing, Sandy, I might say going forward, and I know it's always said that grant amount award, I would just put, for clarification, kind of like we did with the other, maybe the DOC reimbursement or whatever, because it's really a reimbursement. It's not a grant. We don't apply for it. The county, every county gets it. Every county gets it. I don't know how they figure it out based upon your percentage or whatever, but you get a certain amount back.
So call it a reimbursement, not a.
I would say a reimbursement.
Yeah.
Agree, Kim? Yeah, I would say however you guys want to word it, but that might help again going forward for the next person that comes in down the road.
Mhm.
They're gonna
Okay.
want to know.
On the subject of mentioning grant, just so you guys know, we don't apply for any grants. Reason being is years ago, we got burnt, the county got burnt pretty good, especially federal grants. And to the point to where once those grants run out, it's pretty difficult in a couple cases we couldn't live up to.
Yeah.
And it really, it cost us by doing that. There's always a string attached to those, and you've got to be very cautious about what you go for as far as a grant. State grants aren't quite so bad. They're a little bit better, and the other thing of it is the grants put a lot of work on her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of work on her. And so we've just tried to stay away from those.
And this is more statutory than, well, it is statutory more than it
Okay,
is.
so I'm gonna read this misdemeanor. Number 1, personal services, 22,009. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For a total budget estimate of 22,000, 9,000.
Motion.
Second. All right, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. Right. Next, statewide 911. One,
So you do need us to come back to, when she gets that corrected.
Yeah, on the table, when do we come back to that?
Yeah, when do you need us on
Oh,
that too?
when would you like them to convert? When will we?
I'm gonna try to make all the corrections here shortly. So.
Okay.
We can stick around if you want us to. That would help you, whatever would help you. Cause I know you guys are busy.
Okay. We'll have to figure the schedule here, because we're running a little behind. Pardon me?
It's gonna take a little while.
Yeah, I would say, do you want to say at the end?
911.
You tell us when you want us here, that's when we'll be here.
22. 12:22.
You guys, what do you want to come? Should we say it at the end of the day?
I was wondering.
Just do it first thing
Our
tomorrow morning.
last one is at,
Why don't we just do it first thing tomorrow morning?
yeah,
First thing
okay.
tomorrow morning.
That's okay, first thing in the morning.
But they're gonna have to work on it probably afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, then what time? Because we got circuit court at 9.
We have
Well,
to start
Dave's an
right
early
at
bird.
9.
He's having coming in at quarter till 9.
I will be here.
8:45.
I'm in at 6 a.m. so I could be here whenever.
We'll be here 6 o'clock.
Eh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll still be
8:45 tomorrow
I'll still be in bed there.
No, before we go, it's on my, is there any other questions on that? Because if there is,
If not, I will.
okay,
I'll
Yeah.
call you or text you.
okay, and then
Okay.
I'll be here first thing in the.
Okay, guys, it'll be 8:45 tomorrow morning
Make sure.
for the sheriff.
Molly, you're.
Jail.
Oh,
Yeah. We got,
I'm gonna trade, he gets to stay, I'm gonna trade out for Molly.
okay. All right, next is statewide 911. And it's 1222.
That's all right.
Now, is this the one, Brad, that they were saying are gonna
Yeah,
be
let me look through my
underfunded?
packet here.
All right, do we have any questions before I start reading?
Brad's looking this up.
Okay.
Same for me. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this is the one. Do we run this out every single year? Is that correct on statewide 911? Yeah, so right now, this one, as of 2024, looks like we basically run it out to zero. Looks like we get about $530,602 in this account from the state on this. Yep, they're showing zero, I think, because there wasn't any budget submitted in Gateway, any pre-budget submitted for it. So
Any other questions before I start? All right, statewide 911 personal services. 328,933. Number 2, supplies, 5,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 67,392. Number 4, capital outlays, 11,700, for a total budget estimate, 413,025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
A second?
Second.
And please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next is local source 911 funding, which is 4940. All right. Any questions before I read?
A minute, please.
You want me to wait, Brad? Are you looking?
You wouldn't mind just.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Other services and charges at 22,167. $22,167. And that was just in the other.
Resilient call handling system.
Yeah,
Send both budgets along.
Shouldn't be.
it is
Split
just
into two, yes.
in,
Was the total on that?
What's the call handling system?
Towards the back.
That's our,
That's 3/4.
our phone system.
Local
the
source
admin phone
911
system.
funding.
Okay.
it's in this budget also. It's 1222.
Yes, we have it on both budgets, Molly. Which one do you want it in?
I think we had decided to move it to the local so that we could get reimbursement from.
So into the 4940. I want to take it out of the one that was in the 1222.
So I'll make a motion that we pull that phone system for 22,167 out of statewide 911-1222 and move it to local source 911-4940.
Second.
Please vote.
Aye.
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 So that,
All right, so they,
So this account looks like we also, is there a charge for services in here that we also, is this where the income comes from? Billing? Somebody else? You remember net where the income comes for this account?
You lost me on which
Or is
account
this
you're talking about.
For local source 911 here for 4940.
That's when we built the city.
Yeah, we build the city for a lot of that one. And
How much, what's their cost or their total cost? Is it, what percentage?
oh, off the top of my head here, I believe it was 189,000 and some odd. Let me pull that. It's what we billed them and we just received the money back for that not too long.
Like I said, it was, what was it?
So they paid half.
They half of it?
That's anything that's not reimbursed to us. So we take all the money, all the billing
I
and
knew-
goes on this on the budget.
But
divided
the
by
one
half.
time it was less than half.
It
it
it's
really
pretty
should
much
be
less than
half.
It's it's
Yeah.
half of what we're not reimbursed for.
Yeah.
So if we're getting reimbursed from the state, then we're not going to charge them a half of that. So half would have been around 400 and some thousand by the time we took out what the state reimbursement was on them. They got them down to about 189,000. And we billed them and they've already reimbursed us our money, or they've already paid them. But you're correct. It's half of the balance.
Right.
Okay, yes.
So we're billing the city how much money?
So we billed them the half of what we're not reimbursed for. So this year it was 100. It's usually less than 200,000.
Okay. And
It's
that
around
goes
180.
into this account.
Correct.
Okay, so we're budgeting 151,167, and we're bringing in close to 200,000.
Yeah, like 189,000. Mm-hmm.
Are there other things that we need to pay out of this account, or are we okay with that?
Okay. Sure.
you want to table this one?
Nope.
No.
So network T1 and data. Do you have to pay for your stuff separate than the county and separate than the sheriff's department?
Yes.
And phones, is that cell phones?
The one that's. Yes, it can be used for kind of just been in there for years, kind of just an extra thing that if you run out of something, kind of appropriate, move it.
Source fund?
So is the total going to change for number 3, other services and charges? At all? No.
No, just on 1222, we got to change
Just
the
on
total.
the last one that we just moved. Yeah,
That, yeah.
1222 will change.
Okay, I just want to make sure when I read it that any change there. Okay, this is local source.
22,167, wasn't it, the last one? We
22,167
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the,
we
payment
basically
system.
decreased it by that amount.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And local source 911 funding. Number 1, personal services, 89,000. Number 2, supplies, 12,500. Number 3, other services and charges, 49,667. Number 4, capital outlay 0, for a total budget estimate of 151,167.
Motion.
Second.
Great, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great, thank you.
All right, you guys.
is
I
it.
guess we'll see you in the morning.
Is that it for you, Molly?
Or
do we miss?
did you go over the one,
It will.
the 1235?
Where's that?
What's the number?
12:35.
1235. That's the one where we had to move a bunch of stuff from the statewide over to the.
Oh. We're moving all these guys to the jail one anyway, right? Wow.
What, 1235? This is
Well, it's
is
still got Troy and
lit
Jeff and
PSAP.
1235 wasn't listed here.
Yeah, 1235. It's not.
We left it up.
It's not on there. We'll fill it in. So it's 1235. Is there one?
We're adding it on there.
And that is the lit PSAP.
So
it's on your new.
it's 1170.
This is the one that's scheduled to go away. But legislative
Please double check
changes.
them.
Your health insurance, $110,000.
We did not have this fund in our
This is also
5-year plan.
We need something to
1235.
keep around so that can actually
It's
reduce a little bit because we'll go by the amount of
That one's
people.
1170.
3, 4, 5, 6. We can reduce that down. 60,000. You got 6 people being paid out of there. Is that correct, Molly? Is that what you're showing?
I'm showing 5. Well, I'm showing 5 employees overtime and part-time.
Okay, the part-time stuff we don't count on the insurance. So we can change the health insurance line item that to 60,000 on the 1235 budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
35,
line
I'm
item
showing
right here.
6
60.
dispatchers.
We're gonna change it to 60,000.
Okay.
From 110 to 60.
Yeah,
And then I'm showing 6 dispatchers on mine.
I'm sorry.
6 dispatchers. I'm showing mine. She just said 5.
Oh, I'm showing 6 too.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a total gross for 378,930.
Correct. So the employee benefit line, we need to reduce that 110 to 60,000.
But if there's only, I'm saying that's with 6 dispatchers. She said there's only 5, so are we over one or?
No, who's the last one that you show on your
Landon Caldwell.
Because
I got Tammy, Alexander, Sophia, Jessica, Breyer,
after
and
we made
Landon.
all those changes that day, I did not get a copy of what we changed
Okay.
in-house. So when Carrie, you and I sat down and discussed all this,
So do I need to make another change on this or
no, I mean, I just don't have
I
that.
didn't give to you? Let
Yes,
me email
I
that
don't
to you
have
right
that
now.
Yeah.
So when we made those changes, I
Yes.
forgot to correct the line item under the
Yes.
health insurance. So
Yes, so-
that's going to reduce.
We don't have the 6
Yeah, we don't have the correct copy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to email it
guys
to you right now.
So you guys can reference this while we're going over
So
this.
you
I'll
have
look at
6
John's.
dispatchers now.
Yes.
On that budget, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and we discussed all this. It's just I didn't have that
Okay, that's
copy.
fine.
Yeah, I remember I left right after that meeting and I forgot to email it to you. Molly, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So
Okay.
the AT&T bill on this then, Molly. So we pay for a T1 phones and AT&T?
Yeah, AT&T is, our monthly bill on that is not that high. I don't know why we've always kept it at this 39.5.
Okay.
It's been budgeted that way for a long time because that was our primary source for years. And so, I don't think we ever hit that.
Total personal services
AT&T one.
400,360.
What do you think it should
No, it'll come down to subtract 60,000.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 110,000 going down to 60.
Yeah.
And that's $50,000 difference.
So it's 390, 360 if I calculate it right. Okay.
It runs just under, I think it's $500 a month.
$500 a month?
I believe so.
Oh heavens!
Yeah, that's a lot less.
So I can't look it up on the new system that we have. I can't look it up to see what's in there.
Okay. Have you read all these already? Or did I have a cart?
I haven't read anything. I was waiting for you guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Come back to this.
Yep, we'll come back to it.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and read it. Number one, personal services, and we did change the 110,000 to 60. So I believe I counted my fingers correctly. That total is now 390,360. Is that correct? Okay. Number two, supplies, 0. Number three, other services and charges, 84,750. Number four, capital outlays, 75,500 for a correct total here of 550,610.
I'll make a motion that we change the AT&T to $7,000.
From 39,000?
Yes.
From 39 to 7?
$500 a month.
Can you check that on the
Water report right now.
Okay.
Someone have a calculator to
You're paying that
Well,
much money
no,
for phone service.
no, and actually,
7,000 is my motion.
that one's the one that we had questions about, but I can't get into the account and look to see.
Should I go ahead and
We got 51810.
reread this because the totals all changed?
Yeah, let's verify this first though.
the system is just running slow. Right. I'm wanting it to get faster and faster. So it looks like you've been doing, just under $500 a month on that. That's correct.
Nothing else is coming out of that.
No, good. I've actually got 475 is what each bill has been.
So I'll motion to change that to $7,000.
Second.
Okay.
Just to reassure Molly, all of the benefits there are coming out of county general, correct? Not out of this budget. You don't pay the FICA and perk out of this, or do we? You showing that we do. I'm gonna make, I'm sorry. I'm showing that you are too. All right, good. That was a test. Okay. Good gravy. I rolled up and looked at the same number. I looked at the same
That
number.
should come up to this amount.
Yeah.
All
So
these right here.
employee benefits are coming out of county general, or is it coming
No,
out of this?
no, but this is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
78
Got me second guessing it, Thomas. That's good.
plus
Fun.
28.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do
9
you want the numbers? If you have them. Oh, no.
plus 40
Let's start from the, okay, so under personal
plus
services, I got 450,360.
That's incorrect.
That is incorrect? What do you have?
Incorrect. Because you need to decrease health insurance to 60,000.
I did. It didn't
I've got
calculate it?
390, 360.
AT&T.
390, 360.
Yeah,
390.
450 minus 60,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't add up.
Wait,
It doesn't.
No.
let's add up the other way.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
Yeah.
without the 60,000, I come up with the 453.60. Without the 110,
So it's all,
yeah, it's
okay, so it's all wrong.
Okay,
So if you add up, so the salaries are 378,930
okay,
plus 28,989
uh-huh,
plus 42,441 plus 60,000
yes.
is 510,360.
Oops,
that's what I thought.
wow, okay,
Okay, that's what I got now. You're
Yeah,
okay.
we were off by a bunch there.
Now we can't.
So
Now-
let's look at,
That's more than advertised, right?
and then I need the total for the, number 3, other services and charges with the change. Please,
I got 52,250. Is that what you got?
Still cheaper.
52,250?
Oh, that's right.
Originally advertised, so.
Yeah.
$2,250.
so 252,250,
Correct.
okay. And then, so then what will the total budget?
638.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
638, 110.
So like.
638, 110. Okay,
So the total 638, 110.
638, 110.
And that's more than advertised, so we can't approve
We haven't
that.
advertised anything. We've not advertised any of the budget numbers.
That's okay. I don't think that's right.
Here, yes.
Okay, so
Budget.
one, you made that motion to
Numbers have to
change.
be-
Do I have a second? Do we need to vote on that 7,000? And then I need to reread this. Correct, Brad? Okay. So I had a motion to change the AT&T to 7,000. Do I have a second? Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Nay on the change? Okay. So it's 6-1. All right. Now I'm going to, because there are other changes and calculations were incorrect, I will reread this. So this is 1235 lit PSAP. Number 1, personal services. It is 510,360. Number 2, supplies 0. Number 3, other services and charges 52,250. Number 4, capital outlays 75,500 for a total budget estimate of 638,110.
Motion.
I had a motion to second.
There's a question. Do you have so Thomas, are
Yeah,
you
I'll vote.
concerned that
Yeah.
we have not advertised correctly?
Yes, that's what I'm voting. Yeah.
So was our county budget, were these workshops advertised with budget numbers?
They didn't have to be advertised with the budget numbers, just that we were holding the workshops. When we get ready to do the voting in next month, they have to be voted. That's it.
So no general numbers have been advertised
No.
for this meeting.
And they don't need to be for this
Okay.
meeting. Because that's what you're doing now, is you're putting the workshop together for your budget numbers. So we're fine.
Okay, do I have a motion? So I confirm, do I have a motion? Was that yes? And then do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
because you're concerned about advertising.
That'd be the whole. 1235.
Okay, is that it? Okay, run while you have the
Molly, I'm
chance.
gonna send you that
Hey, do
budget.
do you mind if I get that paper back? please? Oh, yes.
Yeah, just.
I'm doing it right now.
Well, I give you a thinking.
I had to hit save for it to go over there for you.
You can use to stretch my legs real quick.
All right, we have,
I think
next
I
is
think I did, but
33
that's it.
public defenders.
What was it?
the number?
8:30 in the morning, right? Yes.
33.
8:45.
8:45.
Yeah.
Let's go close that.
Thanks for hanging in there.
Should be fairly straightforward because absolutely nothing's changed.
Okay. Are there any did
This
Brad
one.
step out? Okay. Sorry, I have to wait a minute. Do you guys have any questions? I'm waiting on Brad to get back, but any questions?
Well, retirement at 24,107 and 3,000.
What is you?
That's
Are
it.
you? Who are you asking?
First retirement. Went from 3,241 to 24,000.
Oh, let's look at that.
Where you at? Nothing changes.
Well,
Yeah, they even,
I'm gonna fix it. Hold on.
Then it went up at 20,000 for the insurance. For
That's
10,000.
for the two people.
retirement.
Actual doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Does not make sense.
For 25.
Yeah.
10% of my pay would be 18,300.
Let's see.
She's at 49, so there's a 49. So that 24 is.
Okay, so I changed that back on the perk retirement. Match. Same as last year.
Okay. Put it down to what it was last year.
What's it last year?
3,441. I don't know where that other number came from because it was in a
How could that be?
calculation. Let me see.
I made 183,000.
I don't know. That
10% of that is 18,300.
okay, we found so many different errors in some of these budgets and the calculations and carried them over. I thought we caught them all. And times one. No, that's not.
So you're recalculating.
I'm hitting the
Real calculating.
calculating. Gosh dang it. Come on, come back up.
I don't know how the health insurance from 10 to 20 is. But I was always told you had to put my position. I don't carry county insurance.
You
but I
don't
was
carry
told
the
you had
county
to
insurance?
Put it in there because you have to at some point during the year.
Yeah.
That I'm going back under the other auditor.
So it should be at 20 instead of 10 or back to 10.
That's up to them.
And that's just allocating it, doing an appropriations for that money. And so,
Yeah, if it doesn't get used, it's not going anywhere.
correct. And I
But
thought
in
at one
theory,
point,
if I lost my wife's insurance or something, I'd have to take the county.
and when I had that conversation with you a long time ago, that's why I went ahead and increased that up just for the
No, I agree with
appropriation.
I agree with that. I
Okay.
just say I don't know why it was 10 last year.
I didn't know either. So that was one of the questions we had. So
20 is
the
correct
20 is correct.
for that.
Yes. Because remember, this is for the
It was
appropriations. If
approved
we
at
don't use them,
20,000 last
yeah.
year.
and any money that we don't use. So I'm trying to get the recalculation for this other number here that I want
For
to
the actual came up.
see. And let me go back.
Right here,
Public defender.
2025 approved 20,000,
Okay.
estimate 20,000, 24 is 10.
How about
Mhm.
evidently the number
Here,
from
and
25 did not carry over correctly.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
24,107 should be correct on the purse. So you are correct that this was right.
So
Well,
it's good
because
for
when you do the
2026.
math, it's right. But whatever carried over from 25 was incorrect. We found a lot of the budgets incorrect.
Oh,
Yeah. So you're looking at 26 budget is
Erica, you had to say
24,107
this was
is
gonna be
correct.
easy and quick, didn't you?
Yeah, that's just.
I don't think because the math was not, you're absolutely right. It's eyeballing that, like, that's not right. So I went back out, dropped the formula back in, and the 24,107 is correct.
okay, so you guys catch that on the perf. But it's correct for
It is correct.
2026. It's
From
not
last year
correct for
to this year.
2025.
26.
Last
Yeah.
year's number on here was wrong. And we found that last year when we did the appropriations too, when I rolled the numbers. But anyhow, this 24,107 is correct.
Last
If you
year-
take it times the percent, it's
last
correct.
year was wrong, so, but it passed, right?
And we had to make some budget changes on them yet.
Brad, did you catch that with the perf?
Okay.
Any questions? I'll start reading. Public defender, 1 personal services, 755,238. Number 2, supplies, 2,000. Number 3, other services and charges, 77,700. Number 4, capital outlays, 2,500. For a total budget estimate of 837,438. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Did I hear a motion? Dave? Dave, okay, a second?
Second.
Second, all right, please vote.
Aye.
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 Thomas, did you aye?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, motion carried on that one. And the next one is 1,200. That is the supplemental public defender services. Any questions on that before I read it? Okay, number 1, personal services, 23,509. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 28,000. Number 4, capital outlay, 0. For a total budget estimate of 51,509.
Motion.
I hear motion. Second.
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
We have to give them some caffeine there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for waiting. Next on here is
Sandy, a
Yes.
point of order, please. So just I'm very confused, so I just need some clarification. Our advertisement for these workshops, according to the DLGF budget notice website, we have not submitted a proposed budget or a public hearing notice. So I'm a little confused on have we advertised and submitted the proposed budgets. I was under the assumption that this budget workshop is our public hearing. Is that true, or am I in
Unless
left
I
field here?
misunderstood, because my understanding when I talked with them is we just had to post it on, Facebook or something, advertise it out.
Don't know what the budget is now. Lots of work.
That we were having the workshops, that they told me that we, on September 6th, we would have to post on Gateway that we're having the hearings on for our September 15th, 16th meeting.
Okay.
Is what
Okay, so
Baker Tilly and DLGF had told me. So for the workshops,
these workshops are not our public hearing.
they are not. These are workshop, and that's what was the confusion in the terminology when Paige was here before. Is that these are workshops, not the public hearing. You are correct. We have to advertise on September 6th, and we're going to go down the calendar to do that in Gateway with all this information then. Not a problem. There was a lot of confusion, so I double checked that. So, because these are workshops, not your public hearing.
okay. Next is
Is that better?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Not a problem.
No, yeah. 5 auditor.
Did you want something? Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're moving on. Let me close this one down.
Questions on this?
What number?
I got too many open. I need to close it out. Okay, very good.
Honor.
So I know there was a discussion at budget committee about this. There was a request to increase the payroll for a couple people. I think it was requested that they look at reclassification instead of a direct payroll adjustment.
For my job study.
For the job study, yes.
Right.
Yep. So instead of giving those raises here, I think it was suggested that they look at the classification and the job study instead of doing a line item raise, which is what's been submitted here. So I would motion that we return those 2 payroll numbers for payroll deputy and land deputy back to their original 2025 amount.
Second.
Okay. Please vote.
Aye.
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 Okay, so that we will look further into job,
Job
just doing it,
classification.
yeah, job stuff, okay. Okay, so I will need a new total,
Okay,
please.
so under,
Should be the same as 2025.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
262, 290.
okay. Great, any other questions before I read?
I'm just putting my notes in.
Okay. Number 1, personal services, 262,290. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services, 3,300. Number 4, capital outlay, 0. For a total budget estimate of 265,090.
That is not.
Can't be right.
Is that,
Should be $500 more than that.
oh,
265,590.
okay, so what's the correct?
That
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for a $500 increase in
Yeah.
conference and meeting.
Okay,
So yeah.
so please
Because
tell
those
me,
fees are going up.
So
I will read that again. What is-
265,590 should be your total.
Sorry about that. Okay, 265,590. Okay, so number 4, I'm sorry, total budget estimate is in 265,590.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. Thanks for your patience. Okay, next is plat book 1181.
There's no expenses on this.
Yeah. Yeah. We need more.
How
We
do you
need-
adopt that budget?
We just have down at towards the bottom. Under other services.
There's nothing listed,
Other services,
It's all
10,000,
zero.
and it was down.
25.
What? I have 15,000 on mine.
That was
Well,
25
that was
actual.
25 it is.
Well, there's 2. I got it on mine too. The numbers are the same.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, well, here's 2,000. That's 50. Oh, is it 15,000?
Yes, that's the same.
And I
There's
got
no
it. I
changes.
got it signed.
Mary Brown.
Is this? Yeah. Is this?
Is this an
from-
auditor account?
Is this an auditor?
Yes, this is mine messed up. Mine's corrected. Evidently, when I printed them off originally, they weren't. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So,
And this is for the printing of the plat book.
Yes.
It's mailed to everybody.
No.
What's this?
No, I think it's just available.
It's just available. We
Yeah.
didn't use anything, all of it out of it last year.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve $10,000 for GIS beacon services as a part of this.
And
the
we'll use that for
miscellaneous,
like,
we're not-
we'll use that for binding and stuff, what they use it for.
You think it's above 10,000?
I would have to pull what she's done in the past on that. I don't know. I didn't pull the numbers from last year.
I don't like funding miscellaneous things.
You don't like, you don't like.
Funding miscellaneous
Did you make the motion,
items.
Brad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
motion to approve
Second.
10,000.
And you got a second? All right. Please vote.
Aye.
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 We can do that.
Hey,
Aye.
And
That was
now
Brian.
I will go ahead and read this. This is plat book. Number 1, personal services is 0. Number 2, supplies is 0. Number 3, other services and charges is 10,000. Number 4, capital outlays 0 for a total of 10,000.
Motion, second.
Okay, please
Third.
vote. Oh, I'm sorry.
Second, third.
Please vote.
Aye.
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 nay,
Aye. Nay.
All right, next is auditor and eligible deductions, 1216. All right,
Here's a here.
guys have any questions on this one?
What's miscellaneous?
It's the same thing you've been approving for years, Brad.
I guess what does it end up being, you know?
I'd have to I could pull the report and see what we've paid out of it in the past.
That will help.
I will be glad to do that
Okay.
for you. As soon as my mouse.
It's good to have a smile on Brad.
I love harassing him.
Yeah.
My WoW is running slow.
Thought I left my call.
You vote.
And since after we look at this, guys, should we go ahead and just kind of skip up and take care of the corner? Okay.
Did I miss him?
We're still waiting on you. I'll just move the corner up.
That's fine.
He's used to waiting anyway.
Poor John. Stop picking on him. I don't see anything under miscellaneous. Go back to last year.
Yeah, yes, after this one. Folks were kind of in the middle of it. Or while Lynette's looking, do you want to go ahead and I haven't read anything. Pause this and go
So we
to the
took
corner.
things out for the auditor's office.
Oh, you
In the
got
past, she used it for computer stuff and things needed in the auditor's office. Under miscellaneous,
so it's computer.
it's various things that she had used in needs for the auditor's office. Various things like through 10 crypto software updates
Okay,
and things. That's what she was using that for. I had to go back into the budget from last year.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So are we okay with keeping it at 5,000 for that?
We didn't use 5,000. No, no. There's a portion. I think it's still based on like right now. I'm doing Jessica a new computer because her computer crashed and things. And
I'll make a motion to amend miscellaneous to $2,000.
okay,
Do I have a second?
Second.
Did I hear a second?
You did.
Okay. Please
So
vote.
it's 2,000.
Aye.
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 Right.
Okay, thank you. All right. Auditor and eligible deductions. Number one, personal services is $3,000. Number two, supplies is 0. Number three, other services and charges, 2,000. Number four, capital outlays is 0, for a total of 5,000. Correct? Okay.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carries. So we're going to skip a little bit and prepare the coroner. Number 13.
Bless you.
Do we have any questions for the coroner? For you.
We had a lot.
I didn't do it, Joe.
Did all these changes? Yeah.
Dying to be here, aren't
Something like that.
you?
Cost went up, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a reason for that. The state of Indiana changed a state law that states that if someone is mortally wounded, injured, or has a medical event, that they get transferred to either Fort Wayne or Indianapolis, usually by helicopter. If they die up there, and it's because of something that's in our county, the coroner's office, when they have to do an autopsy, we have to pay for it because the incident occurred in our county. They've done that to help protect like Marion County and Fort Wayne and South Bend and places where they got trauma centers where they fly all these people, and their budget is just stupid because they have to pay for all the autopsies. So what they've tried to do is divvy it out so to make it more even, essentially.
Yeah.
Now there'll be a bunch of them from the prison, but we've got it fixed so that the prison system reimburses us for the autopsy and the coroner call for the cases out there. So that's not going to be an issue. It's just going to be more of them, but we get reimbursed for those. The typical one would be a fatal accident on US 31 where they flew the victim to Fort Wayne. The victim died. Then that Allen County coroner will charge us for the autopsy and toxicology.
But the
flight's not an issue. We're not paying for the flight.
That's good. That's 50,000.
Oh, it's stupid. But yeah.
Well,
Now all these flights out of the prison, our tax dollars is paying all those. So that's an issue. But it's not coming out of like Miami County's budget. Yeah. I guess one of so yeah, the autopsy numbers is way up.
Stericycle?
Stericycle is up, and I'm arguing with them about getting that bill down.
Yeah.
They are just as bad as the trash service. You know, I'm sure you guys have experienced that. They raise it. So you call and gripe, and they lower it.
It's just funny having trash service coming out your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, and the other thing is the extra health insurance for a deputy.
Mhm.
Um, That's, you got that on there?
Yeah, we had talked about that during our budget things, is giving the part-time
And can we give
insurance. Yes,
part-time
it
health
is legal.
insurance?
We can.
The justification for that is, Mark Frischman has been doing the clerical work for the coroner's office, but he can't go on any corner runs because he's busier than Dickens. So Lisa, would take that position if it was benefited. We would move everything to the coroner's office and the computer and everything, so everything would be in-house and under our control, where some of it is down at the funeral home currently, and so it really all needs to be in our office. And she is willing to do that for the pay that's benefited. That's the gist of what the deal is.
So how many hours a week is the part-time working?
Well, it's not really set. It's as needed because, sometimes it's going to be full. It's just like the coroner. Sometimes I work full-time hours in there and other times not. So that's
Sometimes people die, sometimes people don't, right?
correct. And it depends on the
those
weather
positions are
and the
paid
mood.
on working hours, so
Correct.
it's not a a stipend every time that they're working. They're on the clock. It's not that they're not sitting around is what I'm trying to say. So
Because according to the Miami County, the handbook, part-time employees are not eligible. That's right from our handbook.
We would have to amend that. They would have to
Okay,
approve
so
that.
but
yes.
as of
But
right now,
legally by
Commissioners would
law,
have to approve that.
by state law, we are able to, and that's where the discussion came up. So you're correct. We would have to make that amendment in the handbook.
but it's
to
not
allow-
amended now. So as of right now,
So what we're doing is just setting the money aside. In order for that
Right.
to actually happen, the commissioners would still have to amend their handbook and make that change.
Now, is the health insurance company,
And we're eligible to, we've checked into all of the avenues by state law and but with the insurance company, and it's not an issue. But we would have to, Thomas is right, we'd have to do that. We didn't move forward in that till we found out what we was gonna do in the budget committees.
So if the commissioners decide not to do that, then that money would just stay there as budgeted money.
Right, it's just the appropriations of the money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
just want to make sure we're getting it.
No, good
I'm not
question.
against it. I'm
Great
just
question.
making.
Not against it at all. I just
Well,
want to
we
make
got to
sure
do
that
that
No.
right.
And I just want to let you know,
It's a
the
process.
autopsies for the last 2 years was up over $100,000, in 23 and 24. So we were under budget for the last few years on those. Last year alone, it was 157.
Went through everything.
Yeah, last year was 157,000. And the year before that was like 120,000 for autopsy. So that's been under budgeted for the last couple of years when we pulled the numbers.
And I am trying to do the best I can and not doing autopsies on what we can get by not doing, because I understand it's a big expense. But a lot of what we do is cover our tail, so to speak. Our job is to determine legally the cause and manner of death. And sometimes an autopsy is warranted to figure that out. Even though it might be a bit obvious, we still gotta defend that. And by doing autopsy, we're hiring a board certified forensic pathologist to do that autopsy, and he stamps what the cause and manner of death. So we got some backup by hiring them to do that. And even if I was a medical doctor as coroner, it would be the same problem. It's not, I'm not a doctor, but even a doctor has the same problem as coroner. I've checked. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I got one more.
Oh, I
question.
got first
Is
read.
this coming out of the benefits coming out of county general or is it coming out of the coroner's budget?
Normally we take that out of. Looks like it's put into the coroner's budget. Let me double check this number.
Like it comes out of 12,104,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
That's our insurance. Yeah, it looks like we have been in the past taken it out of there. I can shoot Carrie an email just to double check. Make sure this is not wrong. I don't feel that it is.
Really appreciate what you guys have done for the coroner's office over the last few years because it has dramatically changed the role. You know, by the hospital a few years ago, dumping the morgue and then not transporting, it has put a lot more pressure on the coroner's office to.
Got a nice place there.
Yeah, and I thank you for that because we got one of the best ones in the state.
Oh,
Well, I've been to some.
really? Great.
Yeah, it's a nice functional facility.
Yeah.
Beautiful building.
And yeah, so I gotta say that, you know, because and we didn't have families don't have a place to view their loved ones a lot of times because it's direct cremation. So we have those facilities.
Yeah,
Want to get confirmation on that one.
Okay, I will start reading. This is for coroner's office. 1, personal services, 214,894. 2, supplies, 2,750. Number 3, other services and charges, 10,000. Number 4, capital outlays, 0, for a total budget estimate of 227,644. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Great, motion carried. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And I know, I'm sorry,
Highways back.
Highways Department is here. You guys, she's got, I think, some follow-up information. Sure. Yeah, you want to go ahead and we'll squeeze you in here.
Good, John.
Thank you.
Council courthouse.
Yeah, we have.
Weights and measures. Okay, just read them and go. 'Cause,
Yeah.
there's no changes. I can look ahead.
Yes, there's not that I'm aware of.
No.
Highway again.
Read them and go.
Yeah, we'll make that quick. Oh dear.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it.
Give it to Brad.
If you could just take notes, I'll get you. You've got a copy of this anyway. on your
Their
computer. This
books
is
are
the
bigger
annual.
than ours.
The annual report.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's just one of them.
Oh,
And we just got it yesterday,
Wow.
just to help you out to make a better informed decision.
Since we're in the budget. They can.
And this would help you, Brad, too, with all the things in it. We do appreciate
Highway,
it.
right?
Here's another.
Yeah, I'm pretty
If
sure
you've
it's
given
not
us
official
each
until the
copy of
second
that.
reading. And then that's when it's made public. And then we have to do a
And-
third reading. Make it finalized.
Don't wanna, you know what I mean?
Getting hungry.
Here's some, I'll be this next.
I'm getting kind of twitchy over here.
Sorry, but like I said, I barely got these copies.
You sat down the book and I had a motion to adjourn for lunch.
I didn't get a second though.
Yeah,
Now, that's just the first page I made on that bridge. So,
okay.
so we just had our meeting yesterday, and I'm just gonna give you, here's the book. And you can see the red there.
Uh-huh.
That means we gotta take care of that stuff right away.
Oh.
And then it goes to yellow, which
Mhm.
look how much there is in yellow. And then it goes to green, which is less important. But I just kind of wanted to give you. So if you're looking at the budget, let's look at the budget. Excuse me, not the budget, the annual report.
Mhm.
And that first page, of course, is the financial statement. But go to the second page. And this is your receipts for the year. And this is required by NDOT, required by Purdue LTAP, State Board of Accounts. So then if you look at, let's start with Cume Bridge because that's the first one. That was the revenue for 2024. You see that? 340, okay. And then you'll see your other distributions. That's the different taxes. Now, if you go to where it says state grants, it's your receipt page if you have it.
In the gray.
So right there.
Okay, page 2, right?
Yep, page 2. See your receipts there? Does everybody see that on Cume Bridge? And Cume Bridge is all the way to the right. This is a standard report that LTAP puts out, and we have to follow the guidelines. So you see the 340,000 for 938.68. That's for your property taxes. Then if you go down to the next group, you'll see the different figures. That is not always a given when you get to the state grants. The state grants is reimbursement, and it's after the fact of bridges or bridge inspection, whatever we have going on. There's always something going on because bridge inspection is mandatory. That's your reimbursement, and we don't get the money back until after I submit the claims. So it isn't, the money isn't say here's your 600,000 to do this bridge. No, that's not how it works. You have to put in a claim. Now, during the construction phase, I pay them the full amount of, let's say the bridge was going to cost our share, the 20% was going to be 800,000. That's what I'm talking about allocation. I would be writing them one check during the construction phase, which is the last part of this of the bridge. And I would write them a check for $800,000 right off the bat because they don't trust us. Of course, they want to make sure they're going to get their money.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about allocation. You got to have that money when you go in for that grant. You're promising, and county council and board of commissioners are signing a letter saying we commit to these projects. So they're sometimes several years out, sometimes not. So that's not always a promise. It just depends on what we got going on. So you can really see the property tax on that and your the excise tax, the financial institution. Those are always a given, but not that second one. So then if you go to the next page, you got disbursements, as you'll see. So really, there's the Cume Bridge disbursements that we did for 2024. And it's the same way with LRNS. If you looked at the expected revenue last year, we had LRNS is your license tax, is what it is. So your license plate tax. We took in 573,612. See that? And then you can see our disbursement. And then you also see restricted, which is the middle one there. Restricted and MVH, they match. That's split right down the middle. 2,061,192.91. You see that? So that was what 4,148,000 is what we took in, and that was fuel tax. The other things are typically there's things like refunds, as you see. I don't remember what this, without getting my paperwork out, the interdepartment, I don't know what that refund was. Oh, I think that was fuel tax refund. We do pay We get a percentage, we do pay taxes on our on-road fuel, not off-road. When I say us, as in our department, pays fuel tax on-road fuel, but not off-road. So we aren't taxed on that. But then we turn around and we get a percentage of that back. We do paperwork, so we turn in the receipts after we pay it, and that's what that was for. So then you'll see your disbursements on MVH and LRNF and all of them. And then when you're ready, okay, and if you have a question about wheel tax, that's what we were talking about earlier. So wheel tax is considered an uncommon fund. So in the beginning, when we started wheel tax, they said we could put it in MVH, but we did not want to do that. We wanted more control of this money. They're like, well, you can put it in there, but then we couldn't see the type of how it was coming in. So that's why we opted, and whenever we started the wheel tax, not to do that. And I think that was a good decision. They still will let you, if you start a new wheel tax, do it like that, as far as I know. But so those other things all the way to the right are the uncommon funds, and that was CCMG. That's I was finishing out. That was looks like to me it was an underrun, so I had to give the money back. So if you don't spend, if you get a CCMG and it says let's say it's 898,000, whatever you don't spend, you pay it back. And so a lot of our projects don't close until the end of the year. We finished right at the end of the year, Wabash Road. So that's why sometimes it didn't get closed out in time, and there's lots of things to do with that. And then you give the money back. And so you see 22, 23, and of course 24. But then if you go back to your financial statement on the very first page there, now you see Cume Bridge. And yes, we have a buildup, but this year we started a new bridge inspection every 4 years, and it gets let on that fourth phase, it gets less money. Well, on the first phase, it's the most expensive. So we're going to be spending more money again this year. Plus we have these 2 new bridge designs, and we're continuing that. And as that money comes back in, it just goes right back into that account. 80% of it does. So if you can see, there is some money, but we're going to be spending it down. So does that help a little
This
bit?
is very helpful. Thank you.
And also the book, if you ever want to come down and look at the book and review it,
I'll take the summary.
It is pretty intense, and the bridges will continue to deteriorate, just like the roads. Carrie's always saying, "Give me more money for roads," and
Just can't get open. And
it's very helpful to see the income. We don't often see the income side here. It's always expense, so it's very helpful to see that.
Absolutely. And there's a little more from that, and we do 785 miles is what we have. And his pacer, Carrie manages the pacer with, we do it through Butler Fairman Cipher, but we've got some 2s and 3s, and we know that.
There are more 2s and 3s, sorry to say. I mean, it's just a lot of red when you look at the map. Miami County.
In about October, if he decides he wants to, I'll say, hey, it looks like we might have some money. Then the last 2 years, I said, you have a project you want to do, and buddy, he's on it.
See, we do that, and that way we can encumber that. We're spending it. I mean, I'm trying to make sure we are spending the money. I mean, because I want the roads to be, I would say better than it was now, but they're not. I mean, it's just a lot of roads that we've done over the years, and I've been there and seen what's been done. Some of it's good, and some of it's bad.
Anyway,
any questions for them?
Brad, and to answer your question, I answered it on the blacktop, but on the chip and seal deal, it's about $56,000 a mile, roundabout. And see, we put stone on it starting now, and go through the process of grading it, put oil, prime oil, then freeze, then the next year do another layer. so it's about 56.
Okay, thank you.
And the total would be, if we did everything, it works out the same price. I mean, it's gonna give or take. I mean, it's not gonna be, it's about $2 million.
Appreciate. I know it's hard to vote on these things when you don't see everything.
Yeah.
And it's hard to bring everything up here.
Yeah.
If I could bring up my desk and my computer, but
No, you did great. I really
Thank
appreciate you coming back.
Thanks,
So-
Terry.
appreciate all you guys do for us.
You guys
Yeah.
do a good job too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All your crew.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think you're pretty good.
Yeah.
On the question on the lit,
Okay,
That was
let's
safe.
go to county council.
they're not
number
understanding.
30.
I was asking them on the 2.9%. What is? Maybe you can. Okay.
Good.
Yep. Okay. Let's go.
Any questions on council? I'll go ahead and start reading. 1, personal services, 94,453. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 1,650. Number 4, capital outlay, 0, for a total of total budget estimate of 96,103.
Motion.
Second.
Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you. 22, courthouse.
It looks like it didn't change.
Any questions on this?
It didn't change from last year.
What?
Nothing's changed
No.
from last year.
Okay. Courthouse, 1, personal services, 129,604. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 226,600. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. Total budget estimate, 356,204.
Motion.
Second.
Please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Weights and measures, 27. Right. I'll go ahead and read this. Weights and measures. 1, personal services, 17,098. Number 2, supplies, 200. What did you say?
FICA. Is that Thomas's question? For personal services?
For benefits.
Yeah, FICA.
Yeah, it looks like it's paid out of county general.
Yes, get out of county general.
Okay, sorry.
You go ahead now. I just got, seen something.
Okay. Number 2, supplies, 200. Number 3, other services and charges, 1,188. Number 4, capital outlays, 0. For total budget estimate of 18,486.
Motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
Oh, aye.
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 Motion carried.
You guys off, didn't I?
Come over here now.
So we can, I know we still have to do the opioid, but on the boards and mileage, can we move? Do you guys want to move that?
Yeah, let's move that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do opioid unrestricted, 1238.
Awesome.
I'm really dragging my feet, here, sorry. Okay. Opioid unrestricted. Number 1, personal services, 30,000. Number 2, supplies, 0. Number 3, other services and charges, 0. Number 4, capital outlay 0 for a total budget estimate of 30,000.
Is there enough money in this account? It says that the initial deposit was $34,700. We're getting $6,000 to $7,000 a year. So if we paid 30,000 out of that last year,
They were only taking in 6,000?
Yeah, it's on that front page.
yeah, it's in the top
Oh,
part.
yeah.
I'm showing we have $66,000 in there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Okay, please vote.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, it's 12:25. We will do the boards, mileage, longevity, probably at the end of the day today. But we will break for lunch.